Yo, what is going on, everybody? Welcome to episode 70 of Miami Dolphins content. The Fins thrash the trash Jets and continue to dominate the AFC East. What is going on, my boys? Todd and Bleezy. What is up?
Yo. Happy Black Friday, everybody.
Yes,
Victorious
sir.
Black Friday. Let's go.
What's going on, Todd?
Holland. Ooh.
Yes, sir.
I've been watching football a long time, and I have never seen a Hail Mary return for a touchdown on an interception.
Not only that, for me, the craziest part is it wasn't even that he returned it, but if we all watched, like, it blew my mind because it was almost like the Jets skill guys gave up on it.
Yeah.
They did.
And then once Holland realized, oh, shit, you ain't going to chase me? All right, I'm going, baby. And then next thing you know, he got that one. He knocked into Ingold. Ingold flattened that guy. Then he gave whatever Boyd or whatever his freaking name is, he gave him the okey doke and broke his ankles. I was like, damn.
Did you see the block Wilkins put on the running back, number 20? Oh, Lord.
No, I gotta go back and look at that.
I did, and I saw Ingold flatten the one guy when
on the field.
Was it was it Wilkins, the one that he Holland ran into him as he blew the guy on his ass.
Yes, that was Wilkins taking out the running back.
Then they misspoke on the broadcast.
Ingold doesn't play defense.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, they said it was Ingold, and I'm like, are you fucking sure? And I'm like, sometimes they do, though. They do put offensive guys out there on Hail Marys. That's cool.
What's up, Green Rat?
Hey.
What's up, boys?
What's going on, man?
How you doing, Green Rat?
Oh, just relaxing.
Trying to enjoy, just like we were talking about a little bit before. Backstage, the somber victory. We got the good victory, but man, the injury to Jalen Phillips and losing him for the year sucks. So you got to take the good with the bad, I guess, right?
I will say I did like what I saw from Agbo when he came in. He had a sack and a half. He did play well, but that's the Jets' offensive line.
Phillips was just rounded into shape too. That's what sucks about it.
I know. It's like, damn.
Not only that, but the way he fucking played all year, especially this game, but the last 3 or 4 games for him to friggin' step the fuck up and then that to happen. Oh my God, it's fucking heartbreaking as a physiologist seeing something like that happen to a guy like that after all the work he's put in. Yeah, that fucking sucks, man.
Dude, you saw when he was going off the field, the man was bawling in tears, and I guarantee you it was not because of pain. It was because he knew he was done.
Oh, right. Yeah, absolutely.
Yep.
Especially because the thing is the thing is after all of, look, they can tell him, you guys saw it, and I keep telling y'all the window shade effect.
Yep.
You saw it immediately, and bro, as soon as those trainers walk out there and they feel it and they palpate that and they see that, yeah, they tell him immediately, yeah, you tore it, you're done, dude. And fuck, that sucks for him, man. It really fucking sucks for him.
He already knew he was done. I don't know what other player that was right there by him, but when he was laying down, you could just see he was just like, he knew he was fucked. And that other player was patting him on the shoulder saying, just stay down. And then that's when McDaniel came running out, and you could tell by the look on his face, he knew that it was serious, man. And yeah, sure enough.
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, it's part of the game, and I think that this is going to renew the talk about the Rutherford Stadium and their fucking turf, and I mean,
I'm wondering. There's only one way to get attention to something. It seems like these days. I was almost wondering, what if a player who got hurt at that stadium just said, "You know what? I'm going to sue the stadium."
well, I don't
Just
know
to
if
draw,
that's how that works
just
per
to
se.
draw
I think
attention.
that's the NFL, not the
I
stadium.
know, but just to draw attention to the stadium saying unsafe work environment. How many
Yeah.
players have got
No,
hurt
I
there?
would at this point, you would think you would have an argument. As many people that have been hurt up there.
Dude, it's
Yeah,
like,
but the thing is the
Somebody has
difference.
probably already thought about it, and it's probably in the fucking NFL, whatever, and they're not able to probably or something.
Probably right, Green Rat. Probably fucking
But
right.
then again, though, the NFL Players Association has the right to sue the NFL on a player's behalf, and they do have the right to do that. Maybe the player doesn't, but the NFLPA does. Now, the question is does the NFLPA feel like that's something worth venturing in? Because in reality, I mean, it's not just one stadium that has turf. And again, like you said, Green
no,
Rat, I mean, I like the idea of all natural grass. I don't really care for the dome part, but I mean, I like the natural grass part, but in the same instance, there's such a discrepancy between the types of injuries on turf. Again, there's ACLs, there's Achilles. You can have, concussions regarding the fact that turf
Okay.
has less
So what
give.
could JP have gotten that same injury on grass?
no.
Absolutely. Yes.
Well, yeah,
Absolutely.
he could have, but it's less likely.
But the thing is the data isn't conclusive. That's the problem is there's a difference between correlation and causation. Correlation means, okay, it just so happens that these type of injuries happen more on this type of playing surface. But to prove that the surface itself is what caused the injury, that's where it becomes inconclusive.
Now, here's the thing. Here's the thing, though. You look at Jet Stadium. When other people say, oops, it's just claimed another one, that's how many that stadium's getting. How many injuries, how many Achilles injuries. And
Well, I
the
don't
best
know.
way,
I mean, I don't know the data as far as how many Achilles injuries have occurred at Rutherford Stadium, but
We all know A-Rod, right?
but here's the
yeah, I
thing.
mean, absolutely. But
Here's the difference between turf and grass. Turf will catch you, grass will give.
yeah, and that's the argument that people have is so in that aspect, natural grass is more and again more correlated to ACL injuries because of the slipping, whereas turf is more correlated with concussion with Achilles and all that because it's less forgiving, and each has its pros and cons. And really, does the NFL really feel like creating a firestorm with something that, say they go to all natural grass and then there's a huge uptick in ACL injuries, and then they say, oh, well, let's go back to turf. Then what?
Right. Yeah, I don't know.
So I kind of feel like they're damned if they do, damned if they don't. But I mean, at least like Green Rat's argument, and I agree with them, is at least it would be consistent, right? Instead of, 1 week you're playing on artificial turf, the next you're playing on natural grass, and then
Right.
most of these stadiums have hybrids. Most of these stadiums have hybrids. It's natural grass with turf fibers introduced into the natural grass. So then what?
Can you put natural grass in a dome stadium?
Yeah, absolutely. But you would have to have there are plenty in Europe. They do it all the time. What they have to do though is they have to roll up the sod, take it outside into a pre-designated area, unroll it, and water it and maintain it, and then they'll take it back in for games.
Hey, since 2020, okay, are you ready for this?
Yeah, go ahead.
The new turf was put in MetLife Stadium in 2020. Let me finish this. Now you're gonna go, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ACL tears, or not ACL, Achilles tears. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 ACL tears and an MCL tear. That's how much, and patellar tendon tear. That's how many injuries since 2020 in that stadium.
Well,
Okay.
I can tell you flat out, the patellar tendon tear has nothing to do with the turf.
All right. Well, no, but what about the 5 ACLs and the 6, or 5 Achilles and the 6 ACLs?
Well, how does
Now,
that stack up
this
with the
is-
Hard Rock's numbers?
That's
I don't
what I
know.
was trying to say is go find an all natural grass stadium and do the same comparison. It's going to be similar. Is it going to maybe maybe 1 or 2 less injuries on the natural grass as far as Achilles, but you're going to see more ACL injuries on natural grass than you're going to find on turf.
The NFL Players Association released findings in April showing that injuries occurred more frequently on artificial turf than they did on grass.
And the thing is, though, is so again, what are your parameters? Are you saying that all injuries? Well, all injuries have nothing to do. So, for example, say somebody hurts their finger. That has nothing to do with whether there's turf or natural grass. So that's
Right.
where I would be interested to see what their metrics of that study were and what data they compounded to show that. Because again, now if they're strictly speaking saying, okay, we did a metadata study of all the surfaces in the NFL, and we found that in ACL, and Achilles injuries, turf has a significantly higher occurrence of injury. I that would stand out to me. But to say that on turf you have more injuries, yeah, that doesn't really tell me shit. You know what I mean?
Right.
But speaking of injuries, let's get to the other ones that we had going on. Unfortunately, right after the Jalen Phillips, what was it, a couple series, maybe a series after, we saw Javon Holland go down, and that was a kind of an awkward situation. He put his head down and he went and led with the shoulder into the thigh of the offensive player. It almost looked like his head hit the offensive player's hip, and we didn't really know what's going on with that. The way he fell down kind of was awkward, and but thanks to Todd, we did find out that in his post-game press conference, he said that it was his knee and he's fine, but that he was taken out for precautionary reasons. So at least we dodged a bullet with that one too.
Yeah, he ain't missing any time. You could tell by the way he was talking up there and moving around.
That's good news.
Hell yeah, that's good news.
Did I hear that we re-signed Jared Dokes?
Did we?
I don't know. I have to Google that
I
because
saw something about, but maybe it was a year ago or something, or I don't know. It just popped up on Twitter or something.
Yeah. I would like to see Jared Dokes come back.
I'm down with Dokes. I always,
I'd always like to fucking get my South Carolina guy back from last year. I would have fucking liked to see him play.
Well, it would have been better than what we got tonight.
Well, Evans, bro, like that fumble, bro. I'm sorry, I don't know what it is with Mostert and Evans and even Ahmed, where there are times where Tua puts it again. You got to put it between the belt and the bottom of the nipples, and if it's in that range, the running back should have a hand underneath and a hand on top, and we shouldn't be having these fucking fumbling issues. And it has nothing to do with fucking Tua. And I'm tired of people trying to fucking blame Tua because dudes can't hold on to the fucking football.
Yep.
On the stats, they put it on Tua, though. I did see that.
Oh yeah,
It
was a high handoff.
Dude, it was underneath the dude's nipples. It was right below his where the pads ended at his fucking chest.
It bounced right off the chest plate.
But that's the thing, though, is again, that's the zone in which you're supposed to hand it off.
All the other panels I've been perusing have said it was Tua's fault. This is the only one that. Well, then again, this is pro Tua. So, what's up, fellas?
Well, what's going on? Nah, it ain't pro Tua because I'm about to get in on fucking Tua right now. So I don't really
running back. You get the ball there, you better hold on to the damn ball.
Well, the other thing is he didn't jam it in the guy's gut. He just kind of held it out there for the guy to take it. He's supposed to put it in there and let the guy know he's handing it off.
No chemistry, man. That guy just came off the fucking streets.
You know what I mean? Your old lady's gonna like you when you pound it in a little bit harder than just giving it soft.
Damn.
And I understand that, but the thing is,
We're not talking about you and Rosie Palmer.
Oh shit. But no, Mikey, I understand that aspect, but not every handoff. Just like, see, and this is what fucking infuriates me. So everybody wants to say it's on Tua when Connor Williams makes a inaccurate snap. Is it terrible? No, but Tua should have caught it, right? But now, was the handoff terrible? No. Was it perfect? No. But again, the dude still should have had it. This is why, again, all the other fucking shows you go on bash Tua, because that's what makes them popular with the fucking with the crowd of Tua fucking haters, because they don't know fucking football and they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. That's the problem.
They weren't necessarily bashing Tua; they were bashing a shitty handoff.
I don't know. I don't think it was a shitty handoff. Was it perfect? No. But again, it wasn't shitty.
Hey, you know
what was shitty was that pick six. Now that was shitty.
That's what we were. Yeah, we're getting to that. But what I was trying to say is, so on the second interception, bro, I don't really give a fuck about. There's 2 seconds left. Either he fucking didn't throw the ball and you turn it over on 4th down, and you turn it over at like their 40-yard line, or you throw the fucking ball. It gets intercepted. It's 2 fucking seconds, and without that interception, we don't get the fucking touchdown on Holland's return. But yes, that pick six, and I understand what Mike McDaniel and Tua say about that, about the whole, we know the numbers are on this side of the field, so we know we can anticipate that those 2 guys have those 2 receivers, and each defender is going to be covering 1 receiver. I get the thought process, but you still need to fucking look before you throw the fucking ball.
Agreed.
And he did. He threw the fucking ball before he fully turned his head to look. And that shit, that's 2 or 3 times he's done that this year. And you know what, Mike McDaniel? I understand what you're trying to say scheme-wise, but it's still horse shit. He still needs to fucking look before he throws the fucking ball. Period.
So that being said, did you see the adjustment they made on the screen pass to Tyreek?
Yep.
No fake, and brought Tyreek towards him instead of the play fake and then throwing out there.
Oh yeah.
You knew that one was coming today.
Oh, absolutely.
Did you notice that perfect fade pass from Tyreek that he dropped?
Oh yeah.
Look, man, I think Tyreek's hand is bothering him way more than he wants to fucking admit.
I thought the same thing when he dropped that one, because I was like, he normally
It's
would have
not,
caught that.
it's not even
That's
that
a
one though. He
perfect
dropped
pass,
two
man.
other fucking
Perfect pass.
passes though, and so did Durham Smythe. Durham Smythe dropped that wide open first down in the first quarter. It hit him in the fucking both of his hands. He bobbled it. He almost grabbed it again, and then he fucking dropped it. And we're like, oh my god, bro, what are we fucking doing here?
Hey, and
that's what's so damn frustrating.
Why
you
does
add those couple of completions and then take away the one stupid pass, and then like I agree with you, CT. Is like, who gives a shit? Because it was either turn the ball over or get an interception or complete the pass and have a chance for a field goal. I mean, was what it was.
What?
But go ahead, Mikey. What were you saying now?
Why do you Jagoffs have two Wilson Juniors on your team? Why doesn't one just have Wilson on the back of his jersey?
I guess I don't know. I mean, I guess it's just a family thing. I don't know. I mean,
Give them what they want, man. If that's what they want on their jersey, that's what you put on there, man. Is that not how y'all roll up in Buffalo? They don't do that.
It doesn't help for gamblers.
Well, that's true, but yeah, I mean, if you look at the number,
Allen doesn't help with gamblers. One of them should be kicked out of the league. Oh yeah, let's kick the quarterback out. That'd work.
No, they're different. No, they're different colors, and they don't play for the same team.
Well, hold up. What about the two Allens that you have at quarterback?
Yeah, Kyle Allen and Josh Allen.
Well, you know the difference. You know the difference. One throws like an NFL quarterback. The other throws like Tua.
I mean, hey, we all know that Josh Allen is the one that
throws like Tua.
Exactly, Josh Allen apparently throws like Tua.
That's what's happened is Tua's watched too much Josh Allen tape, and he's starting to throw too many picks.
No. When Josh Allen throws a pick, you know he's throwing a pick because the ball gets there within fucking a half a second. He doesn't throw 37-mile-an-hour fucking softballs to the defender.
That's because he has no touch.
You're right. He didn't fucking throw it into the ground in the Pittsburgh or the Miami game at home last year. Nope.
He's a shitty passer.
I'm not denying it. Why do you guys want to deny that fucking Tua doesn't have a strong arm?
We don't. The thing is again, saying he doesn't have a strong arm is horseshit. To say that he doesn't have a fucking cannon is different. Again, that's a huge difference.
He does have a cannon.
That first interception happened because he threw the ball like he was in grasshopper baseball. They went about 30 miles an hour.
The pick six was because if you watch the replay, he turns and he gets his body and he throws it, and as he's throwing it, his head gets all the way around, and he realizes that dude is not where he thought that dude was, and
he's going, oh shit.
Exactly. And the thing is Mike McDaniel and Tua try to explain it, and I don't give a fuck. I don't give a shit what you anticipate in that aspect, just because there's two offensive guys and two defensive guys on that side of the field. Just because one guy was covering that receiver when you turn to the left to look, you can't automatically assume that he's going to be in the same motherfucker on the same guy, because that's exactly what they did. Is the underneath guy played the guy running down the field first, then stopped running and let the other guy go so that the safety can pick him up. And Tua assumed, oh, well, I know that we have a deep route and that the safety is going to be with the deep route and this guy is going to be with this guy at the short route. Let me fucking throw it. And he didn't even get his head around before he was already letting go of the fucking ball. And I'm sorry, but you have to get your head over there before you fucking throw it.
And if he had a cannon, maybe he could have just overthrew the whole play. That I can give.
Yeah.
But the thing is I don't look. Tua doesn't have a cannon. He has a fucking strong arm. He has an average to slightly above average arm in the NFL. Which again, for an NFL quarterback, being an average or above average quarterback in arm strength in the NFL is already fucking way better than every fucking average person on earth. But to sit here and try to compare the fucking cannon that Josh Allen has to Tua, it's the same thing as saying, oh, well, Josh Allen doesn't have as strong of an arm as fucking Aaron Rodgers, so does that make Josh Allen a weak noodle-armed fuck?
Well, no.
Actually,
What I'm
Rodgers
saying is Tua actually puts a little finesse on the ball. That's why you see that arc. He's putting it in. It's a receiver-friendly ball. Josh Allen can't do that. You know,
I could agree with that.
yeah.
It's like Tua and his perfect placement to the deep ball to Hill.
Oh,
Literally.
How about that fucking throw to Waddle he threw?
Oh yeah, that was a nice one
That
too.
was
But the
fucking
Hill one,
sweet.
the Hill one was 35 yards downfield, and literally, not only did Tyreek not have to break stride, he didn't even have to reach his arms out. His arms were still bent, and the ball fell right into his fucking hands.
I wasn't talking about the Waddle deep shot. I'm talking about where he
burnt Sauce Gardner, smoked him.
No, not that one. It was the other one on the left side of the field where he threw it up and over. I think maybe Hill was a little bit shorter on the route.
Yeah. That was a good pass.
That one he dropped in the fucking hole, and I was like,
that's what I'm talking about.
I was going, motherfucker, awesome throw.
Yeah, it didn't look like it.
It was that one. It was that play.
He put that teardrop in there, man. That's what I'm talking about. Perfect little fucking pass, dude. That's accuracy.
Hell yeah, I enjoyed that one. That one absolutely was freaking dope. But I did like the whole shot right over Sauce Gardner, the one that you were talking about, Bleezy. That one was a fucking badass one too. Yeah. I mean, literally to the point where Sauce Gardner, when fucking Waddle caught it and he went down, and Sauce Gardner got up and was looking around like, what the fuck just happened?
Mm-hmm. Did you notice Waddle didn't jump after the throws as much as he usually does?
Yes. I was so fucking happy.
He went to jump up and then he stopped himself.
And I love that because, bro, that was one of the criticisms I had from him from last week's game was how many times he jumped to catch a fucking ball that was at chest height anyway. It was like, bro, you didn't even need to fucking jump, and all that does is slow you the fuck down. And to see him, that for sure.
To see him what?
I was saying to see him wrangle himself up and say, no, I want to jump, but I don't need to. That was fucking nice to see.
And that's going to be hard for him to break that habit.
That's a hard habit to fucking break. Oh, yeah. Fucking Tyreek. And the thing is even on that second interception, which, again, I don't really care about that. But if you notice, Tyreek is sitting there waiting for the ball, and he's waiting to try to body catch it. If he sticks his hands out and he catches it, it's not an interception. But because he was waiting for it to hit him in the hands and hit him in the chest is the only reason the guy had the time to put his hands out and catch the ball.
I personally think he was thinking about catching it and then running it fucking into the end zone.
How is he going to fucking do that? How is he going to do that? There's no fucking way.
When he got his hands up there was enough room for him to catch it and turn the ball upfield.
Oh, I don't know about that. He was on the fucking sideline, brother. That would have been one hell of a fucking...
He was already turning up as it was being intercepted. I think that's what caused him not to be able to catch it. I think a little bit of a turn of the body.
I saw it as he was there waiting for the ball to hit him in the fucking chest before he caught it instead of trying to catch it with his hands.
Both of them had their hands pretty much on the ball.
You better go watch that replay.
I think he was starting to turn his shoulder.
That is absolute bullshit. Hill had his hands down like he was waiting for the ball to come to him.
Then pull it up.
Let's go.
Calling it bullshit's kind of fucking asinine. A difference in opinion on what was happening.
I'm saying if you were saying that he was reaching out for the ball like the other guy, nah, he wasn't reaching out.
Both of them had both of their hands in there at one point.
Hold on.
They showed the replay from the other angle.
Hold on. What would I do? 2 INTs versus Jets. Let's see.
You're going to probably only get one angle. You got to go to the live part of the game to be able to really get the replay.
Well, I can't get
maybe
that.
They might show it.
I was gonna say if you can go back and fucking
for $6.99 you could have.
Oh no, I have NFL Plus. The problem is I have to go and find it, and then I'd have to screen record it. That's why I was trying to Google it to see if I could do it quicker. You know.
At least you know it's right before halftime. Oh, okay. I know what pissed me off more than anything else during the game. Is when Tua threw the pass to Smythe and threw it at his feet on purpose. Did you hear the referee say there was a receiver in the fucking area? He hit the fucking receiver in the foot. Just because you guys fucked up on the one earlier in the night.
Yeah, the one that he fucking that safety that I called Bleezy, mind you, did I not call it?
Yeah, you did call that.
I called the fucking safety, and I swear it was a safety. And they're like, "Oh, there's a receiver in the air." No, there wasn't. The dude was on the fucking sideline, like 10 yards away.
Yeah, man. Somehow that.
Hold on a minute.
You're talking about the Jets quarterback. Green Rat's talking about it too.
I didn't even care. I didn't even care that they fucking didn't call it on that play. It would have been awesome, but I was just pissed that our quarterback hit the fucking guy in the fucking feet, and then they're saying,
and you have to try to justify
receiver in the area.
Yeah, you want to justify, and it's like, bro, come on. Yeah, it's fucking overcompensation.
Hold on, we got Todd. We got Todd snoring. Listen.
Do we?
Yeah, listen.
I'm here.
Oh, somebody.
He said, "Fuck you, I ain't sleeping."
Somebody was snoring.
Todd said, "Nah."
No.
Somebody was. I know it wasn't me, and I heard snoring, and I heard three other
boys sleeping on that pick.
I went and got a drink.
He's good to go.
But yeah, nah, man. Like I said, though, I mean, I feel like, again, as much as I hate to say it, listen, I've been giving Austin Jackson credit, but here we go, another game. He had a hold and a false start, and then he gets ejected.
Hey,
and it's like, bro,
that ejection had been coming for about almost a half a game.
He threw a punch, right?
Those guys were starting to get into it way before that. And Eichenberg was in the fucking middle of all that a couple different times too.
They can't.
And the thing that pissed me off though is, so you're gonna give the one guy a personal foul, and then give the other guy a personal foul for fucking hitting a ref, but that guy didn't get ejected?
Yeah,
how is that fucking possible?
He did. Yeah, the Jets player got ejected for hitting the ref.
Oh, he did? Okay, because I didn't hear that part. Like I said,
they both got ejected.
I was away from the fucking TV, but I heard them announce that Austin Jackson got ejected, but I didn't hear them announce the other guy got ejected.
Yeah, Clement.
I told you his haircut was fucking ugly.
Yeah, it's a crazy haircut. What's the punishment
Jackson's
on that?
false start and stuff? I think he lost his balance. It wasn't that he was jumping. He kind of just stumbled there. I think he got his big fucking noggin too far forward.
He got beat twice, and one of those times got to a sacked, and Yeah, he got beat around the edge once or twice that I remember, and one of them led to a fucking.
I was gonna say not as many times that Phillips fucking went around that other guy.
Oh no, I understand that.
Crazy, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was.
Hey, the Jets
Bro, the
have
fact
their
that
issues.
Jalen Phillips went 10 yards around and still circled back and got the fucking sack.
Right.
I was like, damn. Go ahead, Todd.
I said the Jets have their issues, but their front seven's not one of them.
No.
Yeah, well,
Quentin Williams is a beast. They have a couple guys up.
Williams didn't do that much after the fucking first play, though.
Dude, did you see what happened at the end of the game? Tua and some of the defensive linemen were all doing Quentin Williams sack dance.
Yeah, the Eagles fly. Yeah, the jet flying thing. Yeah, I have a picture of that. I was gonna put it on the thumbnail, but I didn't. But they were doing the jet flying thing.
So is Williams? Is he an Alabama guy too?
Yes.
Okay, so Tua, Raekwon, him, and there was someone else. They were all gathered around after the game.
C.J. Mosley.
It was 3 Dolphin guys and the one guy from the Jets, Wilkinson or whatever the fuck his name is.
Well, C.J. Mosley's from there too, and he was on the Jets. He's from Bama.
Right, but this was after the game. They were all huddled up, fucking screwing around and shit.
What, was Waddle there?
I don't know if he was or not. I can't remember who the last person was or not, but I know it was those guys anyhow.
Yeah.
Well,
that was pretty.
You can't miss Raekwon because he's so fucking big.
That puts the Jets at 4-7. So there you go.
Hey, and we're at fucking 8-3, man. And I'm telling you, man, it just, bro, we're dominating the AFC. I'm sorry, AFC East. I'm sorry, but the Bills ain't coming back. It's over. It's fucking done.
Okay.
Bro, you guys have to face Kansas City and Philadelphia in the next 2 weeks.
Who we've already faced.
Yeah, and you also have to face the Cowboys, the Dolphins, the Bills again, the Jets.
Well, we just handily took care of the Jets at home. I ain't worried about Jets again. That's going to be a sweep right there, buddy. The Cowboys are fucking pretenders.
Okay. All right. Even Tony Gonzalez said the Dolphins aren't who everybody thinks they are in the first 5 minutes of the broadcast today. I was dying.
That's great. And Tony Gonzalez has been retired for how fucking long?
Like that matters. What does him being retired have anything to do with what?
Because again, back in his day, it was all about physicality. Nowadays, you can be a physical team and still get your ass whooped.
So he doesn't know what he's talking. He knows. So he knows less about football than you do. What you're saying?
I don't know. It looked like the Dolphins offense went against.
Now you're gonna try to fucking put words in my mouth because you can't fucking handle the fact that I said that.
No. You're just saying types of games. Come right out and said Tony Gonzalez doesn't know what he's talking about.
Now,
no,
Gonzalez
I said it's a different fucking game. Is what I said.
You don't hear them talk about Tua being MVP.
All Gonzalez said was that Miami needs to go in those last 3 games and win 1 or 2 or 3 of them. Just because of the crap that they've been talking about, but they never talk about that these teams that we're beating would probably have winning records if it wasn't for us beating them.
No, he's pretty much said that they haven't beat anybody good
I
yet.
heard what he said. I watched the whole pregame.
I heard what he said too. He said they haven't beat anybody good yet.
You're trying to change exactly what he said. He didn't say that they were pretenders or anything. All he said is they're beating the teams that they got to beat, like everybody else is saying, and he wants them to go. They're going to have, no matter what they do against the Jets, it ain't going to matter until those last 3 games. But if you guys lose 3 games, that gives you like 7 losses and you're pretty much done because we only have to win like 2 more games.
He pretty much said these guys didn't beat anybody good yet. Essentially, he did say that. The Dolphins, he pretty much called you pretenders, is what he said.
That's not what he said. That's what you're wanting him to say.
No, replay it.
I don't need to replay it. I listened to it.
Look it up on YouTube. I guarantee
Michael
it's already
K.
on YouTube.
I don't give a fuck.
No, he said. I know. Exactly
I don't give a fuck.
He actually.
I listened to it. He said the same thing that the media's been saying for a fucking month.
You explained it in 35. What he said in 4. He said
Your
the Dolphins
Bills are about to lose 3 in a row and be out of the fucking playoffs.
Okay. All right, Green Rat. You think so?
I mean, I know. So I know the Bills ain't getting to the playoffs. Whether they lose 3 in a row or not, it don't matter.
Well, you're going to lose the first round anyway, so.
That's 8 losses, Michael K.
What's that?
I said that's 8 losses.
What's 8 losses?
If you lose the next 3 games and win the rest of them, you still have 8 losses on the season.
Your team is a fake. You'll lose in the first round of the playoffs.
We only have to beat.
Do you know who makes the playoffs? Good teams. What good team have you?
Washington.
What good
the
teams
Jets
have you beat
again?
Yet? What good teams have you beat yet?
I would say the Chargers were good.
The Chargers.
I think they're not bad. Well, who's beat the fucking Bills? The trash of the fucking league.
Or the Giants that were 5-5 until we beat them, and they were 5-6.
And had you guys beat that, you guys got a bullshit call. Your Bills are fucking losers.
Okay, sure they are.
Losers.
Okay,
losers.
And just like last year, you're right. Just like you are.
Losers.
Absolutely.
Buffalo trash. Buffalo trash.
Absolutely.
Buffalo trash.
Going some more corn the long way.
Buffalo trash.
Hey,
Buffalo
guys,
trash.
I gotta go.
Well, I want to get into this, though. I want to say this.
He doesn't even come up.
Buffalo trash.
All of a sudden, he wants to come up now. He doesn't come up because Amicus put him in his place.
Who?
You. Sit down.
On what?
Oh, you wouldn't even come up. People piss you off. You don't even come up. You're a little bitch. You sit.
No, I don't like to listen to your fag ass fucking fantasy football bullshit.
Really? Is that hate? Is that hate speech?
No, I don't fucking like gambling. I think it's a fucking.
Did you just use
an evil fucking thing that people do, and people don't want to fucking listen. I need 20 yards. I need 20 yards. I need this. I need that. Then you interrupt somebody. Oh shit! He didn't get 20. Only got 19. He's a fucking asshole.
Other than people like you that actually have money to enjoy other things with.
All right, Mister. Nobody fucking hunts in the morning, and then I think you went out a bunch of times this year in the morning. Nope, nobody ever goes out fucking hunting. Nope.
I want to come up. I'm afraid.
I'm a drunk. I'm a drunk. I'm a drunk.
Yeah, who's a drunk?
You are.
Yeah, really?
Yeah, you come on all the time. I'm drinking my bourbon. I'm so fucking cool. I'm cool because I drink bourbon.
Big deal. So that's what I was drinking. That's what I was drinking.
Can we get back to fucking football if y'all are done fighting with each other?
Break it up. Break it up.
Kick him out of here.
You're going to lose in the first round of the playoffs. You know why? Because good teams make the playoffs.
Well, so then I guess we're a good team if we make the fucking playoffs.
You can't beat a good team, so you lose in the playoffs because guess what? That's who makes the playoffs. Good team.
And I can't wait when we win this fucking Super Bowl to be like, hey, the Dolphins are not a good team, but they won the Super Bowl. But they're not a good team.
When did they win the Super Bowl?
I said when we win the Super Bowl this year, you're gonna say they were a shitty team, but they won the Super Bowl.
And they were just talking about another team that won the Super Bowl the other day, and they did not beat a team over 500 all year.
Oh, please.
Who was that? It's
like the Rams or somebody, is what they were saying.
I mean, that wouldn't surprise me. I mean,
Well,
Bro,
no, because when you're winning, other teams are losing.
Yeah, and I get
Both
that.
teams
My
are
thing though
1-1.
is
When both teams are 5-5. When both teams are
and
4-4,
the
they're
Thrash
still
Bills
not
beat the
over
ever-loving
500.
piss out of the Dolphins. As bad as the Bills are this year, they embarrassed the Dolphins. Because you know what? The Bills actually are a good team.
and that's great. And when it comes again, if we're actually gonna play you guys instead of sit everybody, because we got the fucking playoffs locked up. I can't wait till we whoop that ass.
What you said, everybody? Okay.
Well, you got your opportunity. You got Philly this weekend.
Fuck, we sit fucking guys. We sit guys when we should be fucking playing them. Because Mike McDaniel wants them for the end of the year.
Oh, bullshit! You sick guys when he wants to. You know what? Yeah, how much did Mike White play today? A minute and a half.
That victory formation.
Yeah, minute and a half. These guys had the game in hand. He had the game in hand. And he still had.
I understand that, but so let's talk about this, Michael K. So
Then just fucking Trash Allen come out of the game.
So why is it that Robert Hunt and his agent have said, "Yep, he's been wanting to play the last 2 weeks and physically able," but they've told him, "Look,
why isn't an agent even involved? There's no contracts."
Because people are continuing to fucking question whether Robert Hunt is not wanting to play, and they said no.
So why is his agent getting
physically able to?
So
that Mike McDaniel is trying to protect him because he wants that offensive line ready to go for the playoffs.
So an agent gets involved. So what does an agent have to do with anything? It's between the team and the player. Once the contract signed,
there's social media, Michael.
Because you're not fucking listening, Michael Case. Robert Hunt came out and said himself.
You sound like a mama's boy.
Okay.
I am the son of my mom.
Yeah, you sound like a mama's boy. You sound like a little bitch.
Well, it's better than being a drunk bitch.
Yeah, really? Guess what? Never had a DWI, never got in trouble with alcohol.
I don't care.
Drunk right now because I don't enjoy it.
I listen to you slur your words all the time.
Really? Well, then obviously you have no idea what you're talking about. You have no idea what you're talking about.
This is kind of getting annoying. It is what it is. But listen.
You're right. It is what it is.
Well,
don't text me
shut up.
This sorry ass show on. I don't need to come on here and listen to that fucking dope. So don't text me anymore. Lose my number. I'm done.
All right. Peace. So anyway,
a little salty tonight, Mike.
Oh no, I think it's fucking hilarious though that he wants to sit there and say that Green Rat doesn't want. He wants to be a bitch, and then he'll hop off because he doesn't want to fucking talk to nobody. But then he's gonna do the same shit. But whatever, I don't give a flying fuck anyway. So back to fucking football. My thing is so I don't like the fact that Robert Hunt has came out and said that, and then people question him, and his own agent has to be like, nah. He's telling you what you're fucking. He's telling you essentially that he's ready to play. That Mike McDaniel is fucking trying to save him for the playoffs. And look, I like Mike McDaniel. I like the conservative approach to a degree, but at the same time, bro, Eichenberg being out there is not looking fucking great.
What's up?
And especially when Austin Jackson got ejected. That's when that right side of that line, did not fucking play very well.
Hold on, I got a question for you. I'm having a debate with none other than Irvin about this. Please, I gotta interrupt. I gotta ask. You get rid of. I didn't watch a lot of the game, but I saw most of it and the key parts of this game where everyone's debating. Oh, Tua had a bad game. You get rid of those 2 interceptions. All right, forget it. Never mind. Actually, how well do y'all think Tua played? That's the question.
On a scale of 1 to 10?
No, just how? Sure, 1 to 10, 10 being the highest, 1 being the worst.
I mean, I would say
how
I would say that I would say 7 to 7.5.
Okay,
I agree. I'm in that range. But my thing is and I will, bro, tell fucking Irvin to get his bitch ass up here and let's talk about
I
it.
want to have this debate. I'm winning this shit.
Then fucking text him and tell him to get his ass up here before we embarrass him without him having an opportunity to defend himself. Because I'm going to embarrass him on this fucking show. So you could text him and tell him he needs to come defend himself. But number one, the second interception, let's get this bullshit out of the way. It's fourth fucking down. Literally, there's 6 seconds left on the clock. You either throw the ball away and turn it over on downs at their 40-yard line, they can kick a field goal. Or you go, hey, let me throw this ball. If it's intercepted, it's not a huge ordeal. Why? Because there's going to be a couple seconds left on the clock, and they're not in field goal range. So again,
wait, which one? I'm sorry. That was before halftime or afterward?
That was right before the Holland interception, the Holland return. The thing is there was 2 seconds left on the clock. So again, it's fourth fucking down. So either you take the opportunity to try to get into field goal range, or you throw the ball away, turn it over on downs, and give it to him at the 40-yard line. So what the fuck did you want Tua to do? Exactly. So that I don't even give a shit about that. But yes, I did fucking ream to a new asshole for that fucking pick six, because even Mike McDaniel and even fucking Tua have talked about how the scheme in the way in which they count people and they know, okay, we have 7 guys on this side, we have 2 guys in the middle, and we have 2 guys on the right side of the field. Well, the last time you looked over there, the cornerback looks like he was dropping to cover the guy, and the safety looked like he was coming up to play the underneath guy. Well, when he turned his head to the left to look, they switched. The cornerback actually stopped dropping and stopped, and the safety is the one that fucking went with the deep guy. And Tua, you see him, he turns to go throw it because he anticipates, he knows, okay, there's 2 guys over there, 2 offensive guys, 2 defensive guys. I saw the cornerback dropping with the deep route. There's no way the safety is going to get down in time from where the safety was down to where my check down is, right? And then he fucking hauled ass. But again, he turns and he fucking throws it. And by the time he gets his head around as he's throwing it, he realizes, oh shit, that safety's not coming down. That safety backed off and the cornerback fucking sat on that route.
Yeah.
Which is still, again, it's on Tua, but I agree with you. I'd give him a 7, maybe a 7.5. He's still, again, because you have to talk about it in totality. Because again, you have Hill with the drop touchdown pass. You have Durham Smythe with the drop on a fucking 3rd down for a fucking absolute first down to keep a drive going that would have led to fucking points, because Smythe would have caught it at the 45-yard line, possibly could have ran it to the 40, even if you run it a couple times. Like Green Rat said, Jason Sanders nailed the 54-yarder right down the fucking middle and had about 4 yards to fucking spare. And even Green Rat texted me and goes, it's a fucking early Christmas miracle. Yeah. Fucking Sanders nailed the 54-yarder damn dead center.
You know what crossed my mind after he threw that second interception and all that shit? It was our 2-minute offense is trash. I was like,
but it's not, because our 2-minute offense, we are actually leading the NFL in scores before halftime and double dipping the chip.
Well, 2 minutes.
Now, have we had a couple issues? Have we had a couple issues with that? Absolutely. But bro, no team is going to be fucking perfect in the 2-minute offense.
Tua's interception gave us a touchdown, so I don't know why everyone's so pissed.
Exactly.
And I'm not basing I'm just basing it on what I saw today. I was like, yeah, maybe we need to tighten up our 2-minute offense, because both of those happened when we were trying to rush it down the field,
Yeah, but the thing is I don't think it was rushing down the field when both of those interceptions were on short throws. So you can't say that he was pushing or he was what are they? What's the word they use? Pressing. He wasn't pressing.
He was trying to go. He was trying to go down. He was trying to go deep, and then he was going with the check down and fucking not looking to see the guy waiting on him. Right there.
Look at that! Irvin's finally here. There you go. Now we got to get MC back up here. Let's fucking go, Irvin. Let's hear this bullshit about fucking Tua, brother.
Oh, bro, Tua, I ain't going to pull no punches, bro. Tua had a terrible game today. I was not pleased with his 2 interceptions. Absolutely horrible, and 100% were on him. There's no excuses to be made. This guy has thrown an interception or fumbled in every freaking game. I say with the exception of the Broncos game this season. He's got to clean those up, bro. It's absolutely on him.
Hey, real quick,
I would love to answer the Irving
real
on this.
Quick, on a scale of 1 to 10, what are you giving to it today?
I give him I give him a 5, to be honest.
Okay.
All right. Now we're gonna let Green Rat go, and then I'm gonna get into my soliloquy because I ain't pulling no punches on your ass either. Go, Green Rat.
Okay,
ahead,
wasn't Tua like 21 for 30? Your stat guy, right, Irvin? 21 and 30, was it?
21 and 30, I think, for 243 yards and a touchdown, 2 interceptions.
Right. A drop by Smythe, 2 drops by
I don't remember that.
Hold on.
I don't remember the other drop by Tyreek.
Because you're counting. I know you're not counting that drop touchdown because of the picture you sent me. But let's fucking correct it. There were 3 drops.
It was in his hands. way more in the hands.
That touchdown was absolutely on Hill to put it right on the money on a low percentage throw that I wish offenses don't really use. And I don't really like Tyreek. I know it worked against the Chargers, but I don't really like Tyreek Hill being a 5'9" receiver being used on those fade routes. I was going to
make a point here, Irvin.
At the same time, real quick, that was a perfect throw by Tua, and that was absolutely Tyreek Hill's fault. He should have caught that ball. That was a good throw by Tua, and he didn't come up with the catch. And Hill's 3rd in drops in this season.
Okay,
all right, but go ahead, finish Green Rat.
We have 2 drops by Tyreek, a drop from Smythe, ball thrown to Smythe's foot intentionally because there was nothing there. So that's 4 passes there. So 4 or 5 now, where he's only missed like 4 or 5 passes the whole game.
So 21 of 26.
No, add 2 more on because of the 2 bad throws. So 27 of 30.
21 of 27.
So only 2 passes really.
Are you guys really counting the drop against Durham Smythe, the one that Tua forced
right at the very beginning of the game?
Into double coverage.
Not using that one. No. And in the early first quarter,
we should have scored on 3rd down.
Let me finish. In the early first quarter, we're not talking about the one that he tried to fit into Durham Smythe. I'm not. Maybe Green Rat. I'm not. The one I'm talking about is early in the first quarter. It was 3rd and 3, and Durham Smythe was out in the right side about 5 or 6 yards down the field all by himself. Tua floats it out there. It hits him in the hands. He bobbles it. It hits his hands again, and he drops it. It was an easy first down with no defender around him.
I gotta watch that play again.
Nevertheless, if you take the
what quarter did it happen?
First quarter. It was one of the first drives where we ended up punting.
I'm going to watch it real quick. Let me
go for it. You can do that, but while I finish,
even if that changes one play, that's still 2 only missed like 3 other passes the rest of the game.
Yeah. And the thing though is, for me though, not even that. Here's the 5. Thing.
2 interceptions, 3 misses.
Second interception though. Spidey. So you're gonna sit here and tell me with 9 seconds left And Tua takes was it 6? I don't remember if it was 6 or 9. I think it was 6. We only had like 6 seconds when they were like, yeah, you can't fucking get a pass and fucking kneel or whatever. But anyway, you have the option, because it's, again, you either have the option of throwing that or turning it over on downs to the Jets at the 40 fucking yard line, or you throw that pass, possibly get into field goal range. And even if you don't, and again, I have my disagreement on that, it wouldn't have been an interception if you watch when Tyreek Hill is waiting for the ball to body catch it instead of putting his hands out and catching the ball. But irregardless, I don't give a fuck about that one. Now, the first interception was absolute bullshit. And the reason why, and I gave Tua shit for this, is him and Mike McDaniel have this idea of the number counting thing. And then Tua goes, oh, I see the cornerback dropping deep with the deep route, and there's no way the safety is going to be able to come down and get on that short route. Well, he looks to his left, the opposite side of the field, sees there's nothing there. You can see him turn his body, reset, and bring his head around as he's throwing the ball and goes, oh, shit, that safety dropped with the fucking deep guy in the corner, ended up fucking sitting on my fucking route. That right there was a bad fucking pass. You got to get your head around before you fucking let it go. I'm sorry. That's on Tua. But at the same time, one fucking bad throw, and I get it, it's a bad throw, and we've had him make those bad throws. But at the same time, when your touchdowns largely outweigh your interceptions, and again, even if we talk about that, if Tyreek puts his hands out and catches the second interception instead of waiting for the ball to come to him, he would have 2 touchdowns with Tyreek's drop. So 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. If Durham Smythe catches that first down, we go and at least get a field goal. I'm sorry. I don't think it's as terrible as a fucking game as people want to make it out to be. And in reality, I would give Tua 7.5 in this game. Was he great? Was he exceptional? No. Did he have his moments? Absolutely. That 35-yard pass to Tyreek in stride where Tyreek didn't even have to reach his arms out. His arms were bent and it fell right into his fucking basket. Great fucking throw. The throw to fucking Waddle.
Smythe did drop that ball.
Yep. Told you Smythe
I give Tua credit. I give Tua credit, bro. He was excellent on the deep ball today against tight coverage. I think the first one was to Tyreek against DJ Reader, and it was a perfect strike. Tyreek didn't even have to slow down, and right in front of him,
hands out.
Beautiful
his
throw.
arms were still bent when it fell into it, and he just kept running.
The breadbasket, and then the other one, I think it was to Jalen Waddle right before the half. He was covered by Sauce Gardner and throws another deep route, another streak route, and Waddle catches it in stride perfectly, didn't have to slow down. It was a big-time throw. Tua made some beautiful throws in this game. I ain't going to lie. That throw where he stepped up in the pocket and threw to an out route to Jalen Waddle while the corner was about to converge and he was getting ready to make a play and break up the pass. Tua anticipated, threw the ball early, and it fell right in the basket, and that set up the Tyreek touchdown. That was a beautiful throw.
Little corner
Tua
route,
made some exceptional route.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna lie. Tua made some exceptional throws today, and I give him that credit. But overall, if you look at the stat line, he made some bad interceptions. The first one was on a small out route, a quick out, and the ball was late. The ball came out wobbly, and it was a lollipop throw. It got picked off. And the second pick six, and then the second one, the ball was behind the ball was behind Tyreek Hill. It was bad ball placement, easily intercepted by DJ Reader.
If you go look,
no, I saw it. CT, like my bro. I've been watching football for a long time. That was a bad throw.
Did Tyreek not wait and try to body catch that ball instead of trying to put his hands out and catch the ball?
No, he reached out and he was trying to turn up field.
Nah.
That's my opinion.
Fucking bring that up. I gotta fucking get that video right now because I'm tired of this fucking stupid narrative.
It was bad ball placement, dude, and it's okay to say he had a bad game, but it's concerning. And the reason why I'm saying it's concerning is because we're playing against lowly competition, right? You're lucky that the Jets didn't capitalize on those opportunities because they have no fucking offense. The offense is garbage. Let's just be honest,
my
right?
thing is so
Again,
what you're
hold on,
saying
CT.
is hold on. How
Hold
is
on,
it? How
CT,
are they
I'm
going
not-
to capitalize? Hold on, Irvin. How are they going to capitalize when there's 2 seconds left in the fucking half and your only shot, whether Tom Boyle or fucking Tom, Dick, and Harry are your quarterback, and your only option is a fucking Hail Mary?
You're not listening. You're not listening. I said, if you have, it doesn't matter when it happens, right? If you have those turnovers against better competition, if you have those turnovers against better competition with teams that have actual quarterbacks, they're gonna capitalize and make you fucking pay for it, bro. I'm sorry,
so tell
but
me
what I saw on the
quarterback
field
in the NFL from their 45-yard line, with 2 seconds left in the half, are going to capitalize on that turnover. Because
Maybe Aaron
situations
Rodgers.
do matter, Irving. Situations do matter.
Well, on those 2 situations when you needed a field, I mean, first of all, I didn't agree with passing it. You should have ran the football. It's 10-zip. The offense is not a threat. You're up by 2 possessions. You run the fucking ball until you run at the half. Why are you passing the football? I get it. You're trying to be aggressive. You're trying to get the field goal.
Irving, now you're turning off not being a fan and stuff. Now it's getting all personal.
It's not personal, bro. I'm just tired.
If there's 13 seconds left, we're gonna fucking put the ball in the air. If we don't like it, well, then we're screwed and stuff. This is Mike McDaniel. This is how he's gonna coach.
Well,
this is what he's gonna do.
I mean, you got a pick 6 and you got another interception, back-to-back interceptions on it. You're lucky that Javon Holland had a pick 6 and returned it for a touchdown.
Oh, absolutely. And I can agree with that, but it doesn't change the fact that even if Holland doesn't, the ball falls fucking incomplete. It was a fucking Hail Mary. And it is what it is on that one. But the first one, absolutely, I agree. And I said, and you were muted because I think you were going and looking back at the other one. And I gave Tua his shit for that because I said I think you were out watching the
You're right, absolutely right.
What I was saying though on the first one, absolutely, I gave Tua his shit. Listen, I don't know what you're talking about being late and wobbly or whatever. What I saw was he went out, and when he looked to the right, because he looks to the right first, he sees the deep route. He sees the cornerback running with the deep route. He's expecting the cornerback's going to continue to the deep route. He goes, okay, let me look left because I know that there's no way the safety is going to get all the way down there to fucking intercept my check down, right? He looks to the left. He sees nothing. He turns and he sets his body, and his head isn't even fully turned to that side of the field. And he starts throwing the ball, and his head comes around, and he realized, oh shit, that cornerback sat on that route, and the safety went with the deep guy, and he let the ball go, going, oh fuck, I fucked that up. And the thing is I agree. It's a bad read. You got to get your head around before you let that ball go, period. No excuses. Right. That's bullshit. But I will say this. And Mike McDaniel tries to defend it, and so does Tua by this numbers thing, right? They go, look, we knew we had 7 on the left, we had 2 in the middle of the field, and we had 2 on the right. He expected this and whatever, and it's not always about result-driven, blah, 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 blah. Bullshit. He needs to get his head around before he lets go of the fucking ball.
You're correct.
Now, see, I listened to the Tua interview, and I didn't hear him say anything of explaining it. All I heard him say,
it was on him.
I fucked up. It was on him.
No.
He's always saying that.
I'm saying that
Daniel tried to explain it.
What I'm saying is earlier on this year, Tua had a similar interception, a very similar interception. And that's what him and Mike McDaniel tried to clarify was he's like, look, we're playing the numbers game, and sometimes it's about the scheme and knowing that, okay, if nothing's on the left or nothing's on that side of the field and you go back to it, you want to get that ball out as quick as you can. And I understand that.
All I was trying to do is clarify that I didn't hear Tua try to explain it or anything. I just heard him take responsibility for it.
No. I agree, and I'm not bashing that. I'm just making the point that earlier this year in a similar situation, That's the way they tried to explain what happened on the play.
Okay.
And I think it's a very similar play. But the
I
thing
didn't
is,
ever hear you say anything about earlier this year. I thought you were talking about today.
yeah, no. I didn't. I said it backstage when Todd and I were talking. So I
There you
forget
go.
who has heard what and whatever.
Right.
So that's my fault. But yeah, it was earlier this year. They tried to explain it that I'm like, look, I get it. You want to get that ball out there to the check down as quick as possible, but you still have to get your fucking head around and know what you're throwing that fucking ball into. You can't just anticipate and go, oh, I saw the corner playing the deep route, and I know that there's no way the safety is going to get all the way down there. Well, guess what? They tricked your ass. And the cornerback, yeah, he was following the deep route, but once that deep route got past like 10 yards, he sat down and he let the safety take the deep route and he played underneath. And Tua didn't get his head around. He threw it going, oh, I know there's no way that safety's getting there. And then he turns his head and realizes, oh, fuck, that safety's not coming down. That cornerback's sitting right there.
It reminds you of the Green Bay game.
Was it Green Bay or was it
last year?
No, it was this year. I want to say it was
last year. Tua had a similar pass to I think the same side of the field too.
Who was it that we played after Buffalo? It was week 5. Because I remember it was after the Buffalo game, and it wasn't a pick 6. It was just a pick. It was the same exact situation.
And what I was saying is the one last year against the Green Bay was very, very close to the same play.
Yeah, and it's like, bro, you got to learn to get your fucking head around before you fucking let that ball go. There's no excuse.
I'm gonna go back to the play and see what you're talking about.
Yeah, go ahead.
I hate it. I don't have the L22. You couldn't see it a lot clearer.
My thing is it's still all on Tua. Look, the second interception, I understand the situational awareness. Look, it doesn't hurt because, again, we only had 9 seconds, okay? Even if we took 6 seconds, it's 2-3 seconds. They can't throw a pass, call a timeout, and kick a field goal in 3 seconds. It's not going to happen, right?
I mean, I give credit to the Jets defense. Just they did a good job anticipating and playing tight coverage on those small speed outs. You know what I'm saying? Like they did a good job reading the quarterback's eyes on the first one.
But that's the thing, though, is they didn't, though, because we watched other plays in the game where Tyreek Hill and Waddle were wide fucking open on fucking out routes.
That was also in our 2-minute drill, man. That was not in our normal.
On what plays were they open on out routes?
Waddle got fucking other than the 2-minute drill. We were in the 2-minute drill of both of those interceptions, man. That's where we fucked up. You know, Tua panicked maybe a little bit. Those were not that's not our normal game. That's
let me see. I'm checking the throw where he stepped up in the pocket. That was a dime. The one to Waddle.
But the thing is I understand what the argument you're making about being in 2 minutes, but the interceptions didn't come on him trying to press downfield. He understood, okay, they're covered, so let me go to the check down or let me go to the short route. And I get that, but he wasn't pressing. It's not like he tried to fit a fucking ball into triple coverage.
But that's not our normal offense, is what my point is. You know, they were in a little 2-minute deal. He's looking downfield, said, no, it's not there, and looks over and throws it, and oh, fuck, pick 6. That's not our normal offense, is my point.
I mean, I could agree with that, but I still think that, again, it's not like he was pressing per se and he
should have executed better, no doubt.
Yeah,
but
absolutely.
For both of those picks to come in that same situation – That's my argument. That's why I don't put very much stock in either one of those picks.
Yeah, but just like I said before, and Spidey can fucking tell us too, whenever he fucking decides to come back, that we're one of the most efficient fucking teams in the 2-minute drill before halftime. because we score the most before halftime and fucking coming out of the fucking locker room. Because, bro, again, today we win the fucking kick or we win the coin toss and we defer. Bro, how many fucking times are we going to? Bro, I think there's only one game where we've lost the coin toss this entire fucking year.
Oh, yeah.
Think about that. How fucking lucky do you have to fucking be? We're 11 games in and we've lost one fucking coin toss?
And I like the defer option.
We did that last year too. We had a huge run of that till towards the end of the year. Then we started to lose a few, but
even then, bro, like, come on, like, statistics, again, it's never going to be 50-50, but, bro, I mean, 10 out of 11?
I think it was pretty close to that last year too.
But I don't think that. But that has nothing to do with skill. There is no skill.
No. What I'm saying is that they happened last year too. And if you remember early in the year last year, the other team kept getting the ball first and fucking either running it back for a touchdown a couple times, or everyone was always scoring on the first drive.
Yeah,
last year.
And I agree, but damn, it's getting to the point where, like, Mike McDaniel is one lucky son of a bitch. Like, there's no skill involved in a coin toss, and for you to fucking continue to fucking win, like, wow, that's fucking pretty impressive. But yeah, man, I mean, overall, though, again, like I said, Tua had those two bad interceptions. I still debate one of them. The other one is absolutely his fault. And I mean, but at the same time, everybody was sitting here and saying how great of a Jets defense it is. But you can't sit here and say, okay, on one side, oh, the Jets are the fucking best defense in the NFL. But then you're going to turn around and go, oh, but he threw 2 interceptions. Yeah, well, he could have had fucking 2 touchdowns and 1 interception. And then does that change the narrative? What if Smythe catches that first down and we go and get more points? Like, dude, Tyreek and Waddle in that first, like, quarter and a half had 155 yards receiving between the two of them in the first fucking quarter and a half.
Mm-hmm.
But then you're going to say, oh, because of dropped touchdowns, dropped balls, good plays by defenders, a shitty fucking throw by Tua on the first interception. Like, now all of a sudden he had a terrible game.
Even
so in this game, okay, so on the first interception, the Jets looked like they were in quarters coverage, right? So the slot corner, okay, so Hill's running a post route, right? He's running like some sort of glance route, right? And he takes Sauce Gardner with him, right? The safety's preoccupied about there. He's basically double covered there, right? The corner just stays disciplined. He reads the out route and picks it off. Like, I'm literally watching the play right now.
Yeah, and again, if you watch again,
I get it. That's the safe throw, but but Tua threw a lollipop, bro. Look, that's a fucking lollipop throw.
It's lazy. No, you're right.
Lazy throw, and the ball came out like wobbly.
Because, bro, he wasn't even looking. Did you see his fucking head when he threw the ball? And then as he's throwing it, he just then gets his head around to fucking throw it.
Okay, so I'm watching the glance. So Sauce Gardner's playing zone coverage, right? On Hill. Gardner passes off Hill to the safety. And then
which is what I was saying.
Right. So the Sauce Gardner is in the vicinity, so he's kind of playing like a safety. He's providing kind of like safety help to the nickel corner, and Tua throws
left. He looks
out,
left,
and he throws a. Let me see Let me see his head turn around. Let me see his head.
He looks left, and then he tries to turn back right to throw that underneath route, thinking there's no way the safety's getting there.
Nope,
And
never turned to the left. Always had his head on to the right. He got baited into that throw. The corner read his eyes, and he picked it off. And it was a lollipop. The throw was late, and the ball came out sloppy, and he picked it off. Absolutely a
I
bad
have
throw.
to go rewatch it. I have to go.
Yeah.
It was a bad throw.
Because he never had his head around.
Regardless of the situation, it's a bad throw, and I've given him shit for that. But like I said, I mean, dude, at this point,
Look up QBR real quick. CT QBR of 35 today.
Oof, terrible. That is not a good
but I don't give a
QBR.
shit about fucking QBR.
All right.
Because QBR doesn't take into account again.
They kneeled. So
Tyreek
13
drops
seconds
a
left.
fucking touchdown. Smythe drops a first down that continues a drive.
So the drive, go ahead. Sorry, my bad.
No, I'm just saying that again. I think that the yardage and the touchdowns are different. If Tyreek dropped, according to Green Rat, he didn't drop the touchdown. He only dropped 2 other passes. But I think Tyreek's hand is bothering him much more than he wants to let on. Because, think about the yardage and the touchdown of those drop passes, as well as the fucking drop pass by Smythe that leads to a first down that leads to points. And if those things happen, are we having the same conversation of Tua had a bad game? No, we're not.
I don't think he had a bad game.
Hey, so I'm going to go through the second play, right? So we had, I think we had like 18 seconds left, and they throw a little completion. It's second and I think it was it's 2nd and 8, right? So there's 2nd and 8. Hold on. Give me 1 second. I'm sorry. I'm setting up.
But I still go back to my argument, man. Tua was a little rattled right here. There was no time on the clock. I don't even know what the fuck we were trying to do with that little bit of time on the clock right there. I would have thrown a pick too with all that fucking chaos going on. You can almost blame that on the coaching.
Okay, so Tua throws like a glance route to Hill. He got the first down. So he spikes the ball with 13 seconds left. Good throw, right? So here comes the interception. I think this is where he gets picked off on. So he had an incomplete pass to Waddle, I think. Oh no, it was okay. So it was a completion. Okay. All right, so 3rd down. Let me just fast forward.
What happened? Why did everybody get quiet?
Yeah, I'm just going through the play. Let me see. Okay, they're playing. Okay, so they're playing kind of like cover 3. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see. Maybe it's 1 high. Let me see.
I'm watching the highlights right now.
Yeah, they're playing 1 safety deep. There's 1 safety over the side. It's like a cover 2, almost like an inverted coverage. Reader's playing man against Hill. Oh, he had another receiver underneath, like open. Oh, that's Hill. Bro, he had Hill wide open, bro. He threw it really late. And then DJ Reader comes back. He gets beat a little bit by Hill, then he makes up for it. Yeah, that throws behind Hill.
I'm telling you, bro, he was shook in that 2-minute offense when he's rattled.
Nah, bro.
Yeah.
So you're telling me you're watching the second interception right now, and you're telling me that you don't see Tyreek sitting on the sideline going, okay, well, either I'm going to catch this ball or it's going to fall incomplete. And the defender makes a great play, but if you look, Hill's hands are down around his hips as he's waiting for the ball to hit him in the chest.
Now he's
so
trying
he
to
can
do
catch
that.
it.
You're right about that. He's not catching it with his hands. He's in a position of body catch, right? You're right about that.
Yeah, and
but the ball is behind Hill.
Yeah,
the
and
ball
I
is
understand.
behind Hill.
Perfect. It's not a perfect pass, but what I'm saying is on that you see it's behind you. You can't sit and wait for the ball to come to you. This is fucking like
his arms were not in towards his body; they were extended. Even though his hands were palms up, his arms were still extended. And if you don't believe me, I'll play it here in a couple seconds.
Yeah,
I'll send you the goddamn video.
That was a bad.
His hands, his palms are up. They are extended, maybe not fucking straight as an arrow, but they're extended out. The Jets guy reaches in and picks it.
And I agree, but what I'm saying is it looks like he's waiting for the ball to come to him.
Yes, but it was not to get to the body.
He was late, and the ball was
scoop it and try to run and get out of bounds.
Yeah, but the ball is right. Yeah, it looks like single high, but there's a safety over the top. It kind of looks like inverted coverage.
That was the argument. Or he wasn't trying to let it be a body catch. He reached out because the ball was behind a little bit.
Right.
He was reaching and wanted to get out of bounds.
Tua was trying to set his feet so the ball came out with more velocity as he was throwing outside the numbers, but I think he took too long and the ball was behind. It was just a bad overall. It was just a bad throw by Tua. But it was 31 with 9 seconds when the play started. So
yeah.
To that point, the interception really didn't matter if it did. If he got the first down,
I guess so.
We kick a
you
field
can make
goal,
an argument about that. Yeah,
which is what I tried to say. Is regardless of that, literally when the play was over, there was 2 seconds left, and they were on their own 45-yard line. I don't give a fuck who it is, which great team we're playing. You're still not fucking hitting a fucking Hail Mary with 2 seconds from your own 45. It ain't happening.
Well, it happens every once in a while.
Listen.
The chances are very slim.
Yeah, they could have hit that, if they would have some guys.
Does the second interception do anything? I would agree with you to an extent. It will take a miracle Hail Mary for a team to take advantage of that interception. Does it, in the grand scheme of things, does it mean anything? No. Right?
The first one was terrible, though. The first one was fucking terrible.
Yeah, it was. It was. I agree with you, CT.
The funny thing is he threw the same pick to the guy last year in the Jets game.
Right, same guy.
Yeah, it was just on the other side of the field.
Yeah.
He literally picked him up.
Yeah, you let a guy get 2 pick sixes against you in his career, and he's only been in the league 2 years.
And he wasn't a starter today either.
Shit, he wasn't a starter last year either.
Uh-huh.
Wait, is that the same dude that picked Tua off in 2021?
Yes.
Oh my God, are you fucking kidding me?
Same dude.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Dude.
On the same route. It was literally the same play, except I think the other one was it was more deeper to
the other
to
one was the
tight end we used to
Smythe or
have.
something.
No, it was Smythe, but it was on the opposite side of the field. He was throwing instead of throwing across his body, he was throwing with his arm. But it's the same exact fucking concept.
It was not the Smythe. It was the tight end that we traded
that
for
could
Jalen. It was the tight end that we traded
Hunter Long.
Hunter Long, yeah. Hunter Long, yeah.
That's right.
Yep. Yeah, but that
I just saw an 8, so.
Yeah. So he remembered that shit, huh? You probably watched that film on, you know what?
No, when I was trying to look up this play that we were just talking about, that one popped up. That's what was annoying. So
if you look at it as a collective today, and I'm not trying to pin the blame on Tua solely, the turnovers, the fumbles, was the interception, the fumbles, the drops in the end zone, poor execution at times, questionable play calling in certain critical situations.
Bad offensive
Bro,
line play. Austin Jackson got beat
it
a
was
few
not good.
times. Had a
Yeah.
fucking false
It was
start.
not
Had
good
a
today. It was
and
not
then
good
fucking
today.
Austin Jackson's dumbass gets himself ejected. Now we're
Yep.
fucking down to one starting offensive lineman because Teron Armstead fucking went out, and Connor Williams was the only starter fucking left.
How many sacks did they give up? Like 3 sacks today?
5.
5 sacks.
And
So,
Austin Jackson gave
you
up
mean us
2
or
of them.
them?
And
Us or
Austin
them?
Jackson gave
How
up
many
2
sacks
of
did they
them.
get on us?
3 might be right. I guess I didn't pay attention.
Yeah. Well, listen.
Remember,
you gotta
I didn't
all
think
that
the
stuff
line played
for
that
a
bad.
fact, Austin Jackson gave up 2 sacks today.
Again, you have to clean that shit up because the offense has not been impressive since that Patriots game, right? You can take the Chargers game, you can take the Panthers game, you can take the Denver game as examples of how great this offense can be. And even in those games, I think we left opportunities on the field, right? However, we have to clean up those silly mistakes because if we're facing superior teams will make us pay for that. I don't care what it is.
Yeah, absolutely. One thing I do want to point out, though, and I fucking tried to say this right before fucking MC came on, Irvin. It was saying he was arguing with you, and I said, tell Irvin to bring his bitch ass up here so we can argue about it. But I know one thing we all can agree on is
his bitch
this.
ass ducked on me. His bitch ass ducked on me.
Oh man. But so hey man,
I'm gonna give him shit for that later.
I'm really fucking excited about though, and I this fucking drives me insane after today's game. Fucking great did Jeff Wilson Jr. play?
Oh, he played with pop, bro. I think outside of Raheem Mostert's garbage time touchdown, I think Wilson had the better day today.
Absolutely. And the fact
that boy
that
was running with something.
Fucking left Ahmed's bitch ass over fucking Jeff Wilson Jr. when we wanted to fucking bring H.A. back last week. It fucking showed. And look, I love you, Green Rat. I know you fucking love Ahmed. But, bro, Ahmed is not fucking running with the power.
If you're ignorant not to notice if the holes are there or not.
I did see
the holes were there for him. And by the way, Mostert had as many yards before that big run as what.
That's bullshit. Because even the announcer said he was 8 for 16.
He was 10 yards behind him, and then he broke off that third down run, which got him up over that. And then a little bit later, he broke that big one.
I ain't gonna lie, that did give me my exact score prediction, except for that fucking Jets touchdown that the defense gave up to Garrett Wilson. God dang it!
You still won the contest, Spidey. You still won, even though technically I won. But we don't count because we're hosts. But
and Austin Jackson did not give up 2 sacks.
What was your score, CT?
38-13. I was off by 4.
That was funny. God damn.
I think Connor gave up one of the sacks.
Hey, did I see a Liam Eichenberg pancake today?
Yes.
He had a pancake last week.
Sir. Liam Eichenberg, baby.
Not as good as Wilkins' pancake on Hall.
But the problem is,
Wilkins was absolutely amazing today. Go ahead, CT. My bad. Sorry.
No, you're fine. I was going to say this is Liam was playing great until Armstead got his ass kicked out. And remember, or not Armstead, Jackson. Jackson got his ass kicked out. But remember, Armstead went out. So Keon Smith came in for Armstead. And then when Austin Jackson got his ass kicked out, Eichenberg had to spend the entire game babysitting the fucking right tackle the rest of the fucking game.
My God.
Hey, our Eichenberg
who played
was
right
getting
tackle? I
into
forgot.
it.
Who played right tackle for the rest of the game?
I don't even know who the fuck it was.
Oh my God, we're in trouble.
Yeah, bro. Finish the game out.
Ugh.
Jackson will be back.
Lester Cotton got hurt too.
Liam did not play bad. Liam was getting in about almost a fist fight every other fucking play. And then pretty much probably what happened is Austin Jackson stood up for him.
And I get it, and I understand it, and I love that.
And I'm all for Austin getting thrown out.
Hey, I want to tell you right now, I like it, but hey, the thing is knowing that Armstead already went out, that's where I felt like, look, I know you want to stand up for him, and that's great because, hey, I think Incognito is the shorter, or Eichenberg is the shorter version of Incognito. Bro, he was ready to fucking fight, dude. And I agree with you, Green Rat. Dude, they were going after Eichenberg after every fucking play in that second quarter when we had that 7-minute drive and we were fucking sitting there just running the fucking ball. Bro, they were fucking smacking him in the face mask. They were fucking punching him in the side of the head. Like, I know why fucking
Liam wasn't taking shit either.
Jets are bitches, bro. The Jets are bitches, dude. They're dirty.
They did.
They're
They
dirty like
showed
shitty toilet paper. They're dirty like shitty toilet paper, bro.
I get it. I understand why Austin Jackson got kicked out, and I like the stand up for your teammate. But I just have an issue with, look, if Teron Armstead was still in the game, all right, go knock him the fuck out.
Yeah,
because Armstead's still on the other side.
I want Armstead gone. Gone.
Armstead.
Bye-bye.
What's up with his injury?
Bye-bye. He's got an injury.
You hear
quad.
anything else about that?
Got a quad injury again. It's the same. It's the same left leg.
He's a walking
he had
back
the quad injury. He had the quad injury in training camp. Remember, he was out that 1 week. It's the same left fucking quad. And bro, oh my god, Armstead is fucking injured every fucking week. He can't even play a full fucking game.
Hey, CT, you're gonna love this. Guess who's his equivalent in the NBA?
But China James?
Nope. Anthony Davis.
Oof.
That's bad.
I don't know much about Anthony Davis because he don't ever play. So.
Great player, exactly. Great player, but always hurt.
Yeah, I'd cut that fucker if I was a Laker.
Yeah.
I just man. It pissed me off because
he retires, bro.
Long story short, to finish, I get it, but bro, you got to be smarter than that. Knowing you're already down your starting left tackle, he gets ejected, and literally the only starter left is fucking Connor Williams.
Hey, early score prediction. This is Washington.
110-3.
No,
110-3. Write it down, Bleezy.
I think the
go.
offense is going to bounce back in a major way. I think it's going to be 42-13. Write it down, Bleezy.
We got to talk about something serious here.
Write it down right now. Why you got to steal my fucking... See, this motherfucker stealing my predictions already. Go ahead.
For real, you had that same shit?
Yeah, because I went 38. I was gonna say that because I went 38-13 this week, and I was dead on. And I was like, nah, let me bump it up to 42. But then you want to steal my shit, so that's all right.
It always happens. Every show, somebody steals your shit.
Yeah, 40. It's fine. 42-13. 110-3 Green Rat, and
damn.
I'm gonna give you guys a good one. I'm gonna even fuck with you, Spidey. You ready? I'm going.
Give it to me.
I'm going 45.
Oh shit! Let's go. Go ahead. I'm sorry. CT, you there?
Nah, I'm here. You're fine. I was typing in. StreamYard fucking cuts off your audio. I'm going 45-10.
I like it. I like it. I hope your score prediction. I hope you beat my score prediction. Hell yeah! I think Tua's gonna have a bounce back game.
Fun, man, but I never thought. Hey, if my shit counted, I'd be tied with all the fucking leaders because this is the second time I fucking should have won. So
Who's tied right now? Who has the lead right now? Me or
Colin and Michael K, but Michael K and Green Rag got into it earlier, so Michael K, he ain't coming back. He want to be a little punk. I lose my number or whatever, so fuck him. So whatever, you can go back and rewatch it. I ain't even going into
Bills fans crying already.
Yeah, and fucking Michael K is all up in his feelings because we were talking shit about the Bills, and then he started talking shit about Green Rat, and then Green Rat was calling him a fucking drunk whiny bitch, and just you can go fucking rewatch it. I ain't even rehashing. I don't give a fuck.
Man,
But
Green Rat,
long story short, man. Hey, Green Rat fucking coming in and said, look, man, I try to be nice. I don't try to kick people off. I like to fucking, look, some of these Bill fans are annoying as fuck, but Michael K,
you gotta put them in their place, bro. You gotta put them in their place.
I don't know if he was just in his feelings tonight or what.
Probably.
I don't fucking know, but I don't give a shit. My whole point is the
Maybe
Dolphins
his turkey was bad.
And we going to the fucking Super Bowl, baby. Let's go.
Let's go. They just got to clean up these mistakes, bro. Really, they're shooting themselves in the foot, bro.
Absolutely.
If they clean up these stupid ass mistakes, bro, bro, I'm telling you, they'll be beating the shit out of everybody.
And fucking cut Ahmed and fucking go ahead and fucking play fucking Jeff Wilson Jr. every game. We'd be good.
Before we jump on to our next topic on the defense, Green Rat, you hold no punches. You pull no punches, bro. That guy goes for the jugular every fucking time he opens his mouth. So
that's why Green Rat is fucking NBC.
The long and short that blew it wide open was we were talking about the remaining games left, and we told him, they got 3 really hard games that they could lose all 3.
Which is true.
And he goes, but even if we do that, then it doesn't fucking matter. You guys aren't going to win. And I go, we just have to really win 2 more games. If you lose those 3,
we win the next 3 games, we'll be 11-3.
First round anyway, so it doesn't matter. And blah blah blah.
Hey, here's the reality of it. Hey guys, here's the reality of it. Right? We have more than. I think we're more than 90% sure that we're gonna win these next 3 games. Right? Maybe 99%. Right? That we're going to win these next 3 games. We're going to be 11-3. They have their probabilities. The probability is very high that they lose the next 3 games in a row because they've been playing like shit, especially against shitty teams. They got the fucking Chiefs, the Chiefs, the Eagles, and the fucking Cowboys, which are all top tier NFL teams. And the way they're playing, they're going to fuck up against these teams, and they're going to lose these games. So if you look at it, right? They're 6-5. They have there's a good chance that they go 6-8,
8 or 9-8, which is what Green Rat brought up. And that
but I'm saying before we play the Cowboys. But before we play the Cowboys, right? Before the final 3 games, they're going to be 6-8, and we're going to be 11-3, which pretty much gives us, I think, one more win would give us we're clinching the division. We win the division, and we clinch the playoffs.
But that's the
thing. Trying to tell him.
Regardless of how we finish the season.
First round anyway.
Yeah, it was bad.
He was in his feelings.
He's in his feelings, exactly.
That we were going to lose in the first round and blah, 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 blah. And it's like, bro, look, this team, even if we go 11-3, say we lose to the Cowboys, because I still believe the Cowboys are pretenders. I'm sorry. But if you watch their games, yeah, they score a lot of points, yada, yada, yada. But it's not because of Dak Prescott. It's because that defense gets them so many turnovers that Dak Prescott has the opportunity to score. And so I think and he was like, oh, okay. And I was like, bro, Baltimore, we've already proved that our weakness is no longer mobile quarterbacks. Okay? We had that issue under Brian Flores and what was fucking retard's name last year?
Boyer.
We had problems with mobile quarterbacks. But bro, Vic Fangio does not have a problem with mobile quarterbacks. Even the guy that I don't particularly like in Baker goes, hey, when we talked about it in meetings about our issues with mobile quarterbacks, he admitted, he said, Vic Fangio said, yep, I've watched the film, and the problem is you guys don't stick to your assignments. Once the play breaks down, you try to be a hero and go, oh, I'm going to go make this play instead of just fucking doing your job. And what did Baker say in his press conference before we played Patrick Mahomes? He goes, as long as we do our job and we don't try to play hero ball, they won't have the opportunities to beat us like that. And guess what? That's exactly what fucking happened.
I was impressed with Baker
wait.
Go ahead.
Real quick, CT, what were you saying about what Fangio said? The problem why we had what we had with mobile quarterbacks. What was it?
It was that when the play broke down, there were guys that were covering receivers and try to play hero ball and go make a play instead of just continuing to cover the receiver.
Right.
And
right, exactly.
Jerome Baker admitted it. He's the one that told us that's what Vic Fangio said, because he was asked in his press conference in Germany by a German reporter, hey, we've heard that the Dolphins have a history of struggling against multiple quarterbacks. You know, why do you think that is? And Baker said, well, our new DC, we've discussed that at length. And our problem is that people try to play hero ball instead of just doing their job and sticking to their assignment. And Baker told us that. And guess what we saw?
True. I agree.
Guess what we saw in that fucking Kansas City game? The play broke down multiple times, but people stuck to their assignments. And guess what? There were no crazy, oh, the play breaks down. Oh, he throws a 40-yard fucking pass. Nothing. Mobile quarterbacks don't scare me no more. I'm sorry, Lamar Jackson. The Ravens game is a dub. The Ravens game is a dub. I'm sorry. And then I pissed Michael K off even more because he was like, oh, well, it's the Cowboys, the Ravens, and then the Bills. I said, bro, by the time we play you, we're going to be fucking sitting everybody. Fuck. Hey, Mike McDaniel sits guys that shouldn't even be sitting now.
Hey, Dave and Green Rat, you remember Dave what he was saying in the spaces that he doesn't fear Baltimore because look what we did to them last year. I mean, we literally outperformed an MVP candidate, had 3 touchdowns, 300 yards in the air, had over 100 yards rushing, and had a rushing touchdown, and 2 threw 6 touchdowns, including 4 in the fourth quarter, come back from 21 and win that fucking game in Baltimore.
Yeah,
so I'm not scared.
Lamar had a really good game, though. I'm not going to take that away from him.
And that's the thing
I said that, but I'm saying even at his best, I just said it, even at his best, we still fucking beat them.
Right? And that's what I was trying to say is, again, even if both guys, Tua had a fucking amazing game and so did Lamar, right? But if you regress both of them back to the mean, we still win that fucking game.
Mm-hmm.
And so now, on top of that, and I hate to say it, as frustrated, like I said to Michael K, is McDaniel already holds guys out. We talked about, you've heard about it. We talked about it privately, Spidey, when Robert Hunt said that he's been ready to play, but they're holding him out for abundance of precaution because they want to make sure he's healthy for the playoffs. And so there were people out on I don't know if it was Twitter or whatever, but people were attacking Hunt for what he said, and his agent released a statement saying, I can confirm that his personal doctors as well as team doctors have said he's healthy enough to play, but Mike McDaniel and the coaching staff or the training staff are holding him out for an abundance of caution. And he's so butthurt that he goes, well, why does an agent have to say anything? I just fucking explained it if you would have listened, that Robert Hunt himself said it and people didn't believe him and attacked him. And his fucking agent said, no, I can confirm this.
Right.
And it's like, but why isn't it? Agents shouldn't have to say anything. I was like, oh my God. So I don't know, bro. Whatever.
Yeah, effing Cajuns, bro. Effing Cajuns.
Yeah,
Let's
fuck
just...
Cajuns, bro. Fuck the Cajuns.
Hey, and anyways.
So what I was trying to get at earlier, did you notice that when Baker usually is like defending like the running back out of the backfield, he's usually really, really far off of him? Did you notice he was playing a little tighter tonight?
Oh yeah, he made some nice open field.
And as soon as Hall caught the ball, he was fucking on him.
Yeah.
Baker played well, and I gotta give a shout out. I gotta give a shout out to a guy that I give a lot of shit to, Raekwon Davis. I've been dogging him all fucking year.
Yeah, that's true.
Raekwon actually had a fucking pretty good game today.
He did. He's disruptive,
bro. Anything in the pass game, really, but it was in the run game where we've dogged him for having the fucking physicality. Bro, he played fucking physical today, and he had, if I believe correctly, he had a tackle for loss, and he had two stuffs on Breece Hall, one on Breece Hall and one against another guy. On 3rd and like 2 and 3rd and like 4, he fucking one, he did it solo. The other one, him and Seiler tackled him right before the first down to get the punt. But Raekwon,
CT, you have a crazy memory, bro.
Raekwon.
CT, I gotta tell you, you got a crazy fucking photographic memory, dude. How the fuck do you do that?
Raekwon had half a sack. Is what it's
I don't remember him having a half a sack.
I remember there was one play where Deshaun Hand got a sack, and I think that's the one that Green Rat was talking about. I think Raekwon Davis had a split sack on that play.
I don't remember that one.
Let me check real quick. I'll see if that's who split it.
Memory. I remember certain things that stick out to me, and then there are other things that I'm like, yeah, I don't fucking remember that. Like the sack. I don't remember what they were talking about early in the third. Christian Wilkins. What was it? Christian Wilkins had the tackle for loss in the third quarter. I think it was MC or Bleezy that brought it up, and I'm like, wait, I don't remember that one. So I don't remember. It's just things where players that I talk shit about, and maybe this is kind of what it is when I see shitty players making good fucking plays, I'm like, oh my God, he made a fucking play.
Yeah, but the guy I called out had the best fucking play.
Which one?
I called out Javon Holland this week.
Oh, yeah.
I said he needed to fucking show me something because he hadn't played that well this year.
I don't know about that, bro, because he
hasn't played nearly the way he has before.
I don't know about that because
he hasn't been breaking up passes. He hasn't been laying the peckerwood. He got his ass punked with the stiff arm.
I get it, but he is pro football. He's pro football focus.
I don't give a fuck about that stuff.
I don't either, but I want to say this. I love the idea, and I hate to say this, but I'm going to call it like it is. I agree with you, Green Rat. I don't think Holland has been anywhere near as physical as he was last year when he was tandem with Brandon Jones. But I got to say this. Deshaun Elliott is out here trying to take motherfuckers' heads off, bro. Deshaun
We had some
Elliott
hard hits
is a
tonight.
fucking beast,
He was
bro.
killing, bro. He was killing fucking Wilson, Garrett Wilson today, bro. He was not letting shit through in the middle, bro. Hell no.
I gotta say this: if we can get physical Javon Holland from last year with Brandon Jones and fucking Deshaun Elliott, oh, bro, that is gonna be the nastiest fucking tandem in the NFL.
Shit, I'm
So
looking at.
did our linebacker get yanked out of the game again for shitty play or something?
Yeah,
David Long?
Jr. Yep. AVG and Bradley Chubb and what's his name? The other guy. Fuck.
And Long came back in after we lost Phillips.
Say it again.
I said, and then Long came back in after we lost Phillips.
Yeah, and that's because we moved Ogba to Phillips, and then
And
in
AVG, both of them.
Well, yeah, but I was saying on the running downs, we brought in Ogba, and coincidentally, even in some of the passing plays, he fucking played like a beast, which was awesome. But when they didn't have Ogba in, they brought in David Long Jr. at middle linebacker, and they put AVG at outside linebacker to make up for it.
Yeah, after he went out, I think Long was in about the rest of the game, I think. But there was a big time where it's like I didn't remember hearing his name most of the game.
That was the entire fucking first 3 quarters. We didn't start hearing David Long's fucking name until like right before the end of the third quarter. When it was him and who was it? Him and Chubb maybe stopped that short run to the left. It was like 3rd and 2 or something, and they stopped the short run to the left. That was the first time I heard his name, and that was nearly the end of the third quarter.
Hey, today he had Raekwon Davis had 2 total tackles. He had a solo tackle, 1 assist, half a sack, and TFLs. I don't see any tackle for loss here.
Maybe that was the half a sack they gave him when I was looking up the stats. But yeah, the solo tackle. Remember, I told you he had the solo tackle, the one solo tackle right there to stop the first down. Bro, Raekwon fucking played physical today, and I gotta give him his props.
What was not gonna come out on the stat sheet is him just taking on double teams and allowing others to make plays. You know what I'm saying? He could be filling gaps and penetrating his shit, and then other guys get, one-on-one, battles against the offensive lineman to do that shit.
Josue in the building. My bad. I don't know how bad.
That ruler, baby.
I didn't hear the chirp to let me know you were backstage, so I hope you weren't sitting back there too long, bro.
What's up,
29 yards rushing.
What's up, bro? I've been backstage for an hour, bro.
Don't do nah, fuck you. Nah, don't lie to me. Nah, don't lie to me. Hey, don't try to make me feel that bad. Fuck you.
CT, you're gonna
bro, you weren't backstage for no hour, bitch. Nah, don't do that to me.
Hey, CT, you're gonna love this. What's up, Josue? What's going on, man? How was your Thanksgiving, bro?
It was good, bro. A lot of eating, a lot of turkey, tamales and shit.
Measuring turkey dicks.
Nice. Yeah, I was gonna say, you stole my shit. Now you did it to me, motherfucker. I was like, fuck.
Shit.
Now I know how it feels. Now I know how it feels.
Yeah, now you know how it feels, you dirty bitch. But no, man. Hey, when Bleezy sent me that and I sent it to you, Josue, I was like, I told Bleezy, and Bleezy, he had a little incident. I think he pulled his back out. He was trying to get up.
Oh, shit.
Fucked his back up, but told him to go lay down, put the heat on it. Well, much love to you. But yeah, Bleezy sent me that. I'm like, that is fucked. I was like, wait. And this is the sad part, Josue. This is where I love you, brother. But I was like, wait. I know the perfect motherfucker to send this to. Why?
Oh,
Because
shit.
he's gonna break out his tape measure and go, "How big is that turkey's dick?"
It looked like mine, bro.
Oh shit!
Shit. Well, hey, if
You
you're
stole my joke, CT. I'm not gonna forgive you.
That wasn't even a turkey.
Stole my
What's up,
fucking
guys?
joke, bro. What's up, man? We chilling here, bro. We talking shit, talking sports, talking about the game, breaking it down.
Did you not say? Remember, hey, Josue is the one that sent us the new Madden cover. I'm gonna bring it up for everybody right here on the show. And fuck, I cannot believe that I forgot to fucking save this. So, fuck. Hold on, where is it? Who's got it? Oh my! I know I sent it.
Oh, the
I
Josh
gotta
Allen one?
I gotta check if my Madden's downloaded, bro. I think it finished already.
Yeah, you do. Fucking Collins bitch ass too. He goes, "Oh man, I was in a food coma last night." Well, MC told me that you were
I had a food
ducking me
coma last night too.
You, Iceman, and MC were.
I fell asleep. I fell asleep early, bro. I got into one of those food comas too. I fell asleep fucking early. I was tired too, bro.
New fucking host sent it. All right, hey, you guys got to check this out, bro. This had me fucking dying. I sent it to Michael K. That's probably why Michael K was in his feelings tonight. I just figured it out, boys. I just figured it out. I know why Michael K was in his feelings tonight. Because I sent this picture that Josue sent us. I sent it to him. It's the new fucking special edition Madden cover.
Yep, that explains it.
He said the turnover edition.
There you go.
Oh man, Josue, you're the reason
they banned midget porn. That's what happened.
Oh shit. Nah, man, Josue, you missed it. You done stirred everything up, and you got fucking Michael K in his feelings, and Green Rat had to fucking put his ass in his place. And Jose's like, "God damn, why did I gotta miss that?" You got to go back and rewatch that. MC back in the building.
Listen to this fucking headline. Dolphins' unimpressive win over the Jets shows there are no flawless teams in the AFC. Ouch.
I mean, we only beat them 34-13, bro.
We got to add that to, hey, listen, I love you boys. We're live, and I probably shouldn't say this live, but bro, you know the fucking the segment, the terrible Twitter takes of the week. We have to rename it to just like the terrible takes of the week. But we've been slacking on that fucking on that segment of the show. So y'all better get your asses in gear because y'all are on that shit. I'm not. We got to get on that gear. But go ahead.
Fuck Twitter.
There you go. MC, you were on a little earlier. I don't know what you were doing before. You were on and off, muting yourself. What did you think about the game, man?
What happened? My bad. I was watching. What?
No, I said you were in and out. You were in and out and in and out earlier, and muted and unmuted earlier. So, what's your opinions on the game, man?
I was working the whole day and I didn't get to watch most of it, but what I saw, yeah, I saw the interception. I saw
You saw, and then you went quiet.
bad play.
Holy shit, CT. Cam Smith was in during the fucking touchdown by Holland.
What was it called? Hold on, give me a second.
God damn, what are you doing, MC? Fuck. Trying to bury a body? All right. Go ahead, Green Rat. Say it again. You said Cam Smith was
in the end zone with Holland when he across the goal line with his touchdown.
Oh, you know, Cam Smith was there giving him some fucking moral encouragement. You can run it back, brother. I can't get on the field, but now I'm in the fucking. I'm just saying.
I believe I know why Cam Smith isn't on the field.
I think
Why
it was
is that?
I think
He
it was
ain't the brightest fucking kid in the world, is he?
Yeah, he went to South Carolina. Yeah. Anyway, I just like yeah.
Well, they had an interview with him, and
I
think the Dolphins. Today was a good win. I'm happy for the win. That's all I gotta say.
All right, Green Rat, go ahead. Say it again.
Which part?
The last one before fucking MC. I don't know if you're lagging or what, but
Can you hear me now?
Hold on, Green Rat. Yeah, I can hear you. I was letting MC know, like, you would start talking, then you'd break up for like 5 or 10 seconds, and then you'd cut back in, and then you would. There you go. He's gonna go back. Go ahead. You were saying, Green Rat. You knew why Cam Smith wasn't getting in the game, and why is that?
I don't think he's the sharpest pencil in the deal.
Uh-oh.
His interview, it just. But maybe he's football smart.
Is it better?
Absolutely. Well, you came in and you're fine. It's when you start, like, you'll give your opinion and you'll cut out for a few seconds at a time, like on and off and on and off.
Well,
like early.
Let me make it quicker. Dolphins, great win today. I think the defense played great, fantastic. I think just because the Jets' offense sucks, but overall, good. I give it a solid A.
There you go.
Hey,
you're good now. Maybe, hopefully, you're better.
I got you.
But all right, go ahead, Green Rat. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. I haven't seen his interview. I haven't seen any interviews with him, so I don't know.
Yeah, this was the first one I saw. Watched it today. I mean, he's no idiot or anything like that. I mean, I was maybe exaggerating it a little bit, but
nah, man. Some guys, and I hate to say it, there are some guys that they can grammatically they can be correct, they can be well spoken,
right?
But that doesn't mean that you understand football. And I hate to say that, but Cameron Good is one of them. Well-spoken, polite young man. Just I don't think he's cut out for football, and I hate to say that, but
are you talking Good or Tyndall? Tyndall's the one that hasn't been seeing the field. Well, he plays special teams all the time.
No, I think it's Cameron. The one that they
were that was behind him.
Linebacker. No, because they wanted Tyndall to take over Baker, right? Like that's his
that or Long, one of the two.
Yeah, but no, it was Cameron Good. It was the guy that was supposed to be the middle linebacker guy.
I think that's supposed to be Tyndall.
Okay, yeah, whichever one it was. And that's sad because, again, I can't even remember which fucking bust I'm talking about. But
right, Tyndall's the one that's really, really fast.
The one guy that he's really, really well spoken. I've watched multiple interviews with him. The guy, he sounds extremely intelligent, humble young man. But he can't see the field. So it's not that the guy's not intelligent. Maybe it's he's not football intelligent. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And I'm not trying to downplay anybody and talk shit, but it's, bro, Tyndall nor fucking Cameron Good can find the fucking field on regular defense.
Right.
And neither can Cam Smith. And look, bro, is Cam Smith and you know this pains me to say this, and the fact that I'm even saying this live, Green Rat, you should
It's gonna
appreciate.
be awesome.
You're waiting for it, aren't you? You're waiting
Hell
for
yeah.
it. I'm gonna give you your second Black Friday gift because it's still 11:44. What if Cam Smith is another Noah Igbenogany? You have all the physical skills, but you don't have the football IQ.
I think it's more of a Vic Fangio issue than it is. You move him to a different team, and I think he gets on the field.
He makes a great lot. He's great anticipatorily. He's extremely physical. Bro, even in South Carolina, he's always jumping routes. He knows the route concepts. He's willing to study the fucking offense. Is it
He's
truly?
in the pros now, so who knows?
Exactly, and that's what I'm trying to say is, well, bro, can you look at what Fangio's done with the defense? Can you argue with them?
Right.
At this point, can I really go over my fandom and go, look, he looked really good at South Carolina.
Yeah,
But Fangio don't like him. How can I argue with that? How can I
argue with that? He should have been in there
that?
instead of Eli Apple. I understand the veteran part of it, but I think we would have been better off if we did get him some experience earlier.
I agree, but goddamn, am I at the point where is there a reason that he chose that? So now I'm starting to gaslight myself.
Right?
You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, he has been hitting the field a little more, though.
I know what I saw in college. And yes, right. I understand. Pros are a completely different game. But Fangio has the knowledge and the experience, and you can't argue with his results given the progression of this defense, especially when they got Ramsey back. They've been healthy. They have time to integrate and gel with each other.
I didn't mean his football
with
play.
Him keeping him off the field, though.
I didn't mean his football play. I'm talking more off the field, maybe. You know, he's not in college anymore. Now he's a young man, and
you got to treat this like a job, and that's right. That's what a lot of professional guys I have a struggle with is. When I see that there's no real lack of when there's a lack of motivation, a real disconnect between I'm so physically gifted that I can get away with it in college. I tell those young men, hey, enjoy playing the game, make what you can. But you're not going to make it to the next level. Because you don't have the mindset.
Right.
You just don't. And maybe that's a Cam Smith because that's a Noah Igbenogany. That's a Devontae Parker. That's a what's the guy who couldn't stop smoking weed? No, not Ricky Williams. The other one, Deion Jordan. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, right. You have all the physical talent in the world, but you have no self-discipline. You know, you don't have dedication, motivation. You're there to get a paycheck, and you think it's all fun and games. You know what I mean?
Well, we saw more coming out of Noah in off season and in preseason than we did for about 3-4 years or whatever.
Yeah, and I agree. I mean, look, I gave Noah a lot of shit, and a lot of it was because, and it's not so okay. The criticism of his play is fair, but I don't think that it's fair. And this is where I'm gonna admit my fault. I unfairly judge him based on when he was drafted, and that wasn't his fault. You get what I'm saying? Like,
yep.
I know I was really hard on him, and my opinions are fair of Noah. But at the same time, I think I was harder on Noah because he was drafted so high and reached for that it's unfair to Noah for me to fucking be so hard on him. You know what I mean? Like, bro, if we drafted Noah in the 3rd round, I would have been fucking perfectly fine with him. You get what I'm saying?
Oh, I get it, and it even shows up more when he doesn't get his head around or something on a play. It just makes it that much worse that it makes you think back. Oh, he was a 1st-round pick. God damn it, he should be able to get his head around or whatever. It just amplifies everything. That's the word I was looking for.
Yeah, and I will admit I was overly harsh on him because of his draft status. I expected more of him, and I think part of that is we've gotten so used to Greer finding some of these guys, in the late rounds, where we find these diamonds in a rough, and somehow we're able to make these guys key players on our team. And I was like, okay, if he can do it. Bro, look at Nick Needham. Nick Needham was a 5th-round pick.
He got a little playing time today, too.
Exactly. But again, Needham was a 5th-round pick. And look how great he played, right? Before that, Brandon Jones, who was a 6th-round pick. He started for this defense. And I'm like, oh, shit. We drafted a guy in the 1st round. This motherfucker finds talent in the shit rounds. What is he going to find out? What diamond in the rough is he going to find us in the 1st round?
Right.
And Noah just
didn't work.
He could not live up to that expectation. And I think that was unfair of me because I did have high expectations from him. And
I was hoping.
I was too. I'm like, bro, we could finally get rid of X and his fucking goddamn continuous growing injury.
Right.
And that didn't happen.
And that's another fucking interception.
And then, well, I mean, hey, not only that, but I'm like, all right, well, because remember, it's been 4 years in a row he's had that growing injury. 4 years now. We drafted Cam Smith this offseason. I watched him playing for South Carolina for the past 2 fucking years prior to that. And I'm like, oh, I like that pick. I don't like it where we picked him. I would have waited till the 3rd, but I understand where he picked him there because I don't know if he would have made it to the 3rd, but I'm like, okay, he's physical. He's a ball hawk. He's a fucking Xavier Howard 2.0. But he's not producing in the NFL. Whether it's the Vic Fangio off the field issues or trust issues or whatever. Bro, and training camp, he is physically performing, but the problem is in training camp, when and here's where I'm trying to get back full circle to this intellectual thing. In training camp, everything's basic, right? You can use your physical ability to do well. But when you get to the regular season, and it's no longer necessarily about all the physicals, it's about the mental too, maybe he's not ready for that. And if he's not,
right, and we don't know what's happening in practice.
Round. And I agree, we don't know what's happening in practice. But what I'm saying is if he had a problem, and this is where sometimes I get aggravated with teams in the interview process and whatever, test these kids. Like, get a gauge for their football knowledge and mental acuity. Because if it's basic and he performs well in basic fucking preseason, a la and Ahmed, personal dig there, but Ahmed's always great in the preseason. And then in the regular season, he sucks dick. And is that an IQ thing? Is that now that we're game planning, you got to study?
I think we need to get Ahmed out of there. Ahmed's played just fine. Are we forgetting who scored the touchdowns? Ahmed, baby.
Ahmed scored a touchdown last week on a fucking perfect fucking schemed up play by Mike McDaniel with a perfect throw from Tua, leading him inside to where the open lane was.
We have yet to have until today, when we broke off one long run. We had a couple decent runs today, but the running game was okay. There were some holes to the outside. I'm gonna say that Liam made some good blocks, and Austin Jackson was laying some good blocks over on the right side. It kind of amazed me. But it amazed me. But our running game has not been the same since
we
lost Hunt and fucking Win. So I don't judge any running back until those guys are back in, because that's when the holes were there.
Man, there were you said earlier there were holes today.
Yeah, there were some.
There were on some plays, but I got to give credit to Mostert and Jeff Wilson. There were times where guys were fucking beating our fucking Lester Cotton and Connor Williams on the inside, and they had to step one way, step the other, step back the other way to do a V pattern to get through the line to even then try to start going. Jeff Wilson Jr. played extremely well and did was extremely physical. He was bouncing off of guys. It's not pretty, right? And that's where
Wilson had 11 attempts, 56 yards. Mostert had 20 attempts for 94 with the longest 34.
Take away the 34. So he had...
But it had more yards than what Wilson had, though.
No. Take away the 34, so...
60 versus 56.
60 on
yards by Mostert.
On 20? 60 on 20 carries? Yeah, you're quiet. I don't know if you're in and out of service. Green Rat, you there? Uh-oh. Can't hear you, bud.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. So Mostert would have had 19 carries, 60 yards. Wilson would have had 56 yards on 11 carries. So before I'm reading it off a Bleacher Report.
Yeah. You're fine, and I'm not disputing that. I was trying to say though, I don't know if it's maybe that the Jeff Wilson Jr. Run how many first downs did Jeff Wilson Jr. have? Because I remember 3 or 4 first downs of him just fucking running the ball. Or maybe not even first downs. It was like a first down and he would carry it for 8 yards. And he was super physical. And most of the ones that I remember from there was off tackle. They were like 3 or 4 yards. Nothing spectacular. You know what I mean? Until that 34-yard run. That's what that's what kind of separated it in trash time. You know what I mean?
Now what? Well, but to take the lead on how many yards, it was Mostert. God damn it! It was Mostert at the end, where he got he was running to the left, and he was able to turn the corner and get the first down. That I think that was like a 10-yard run or something like that. So that's where he got another one of his good
Bigger
runs.
runs. Yeah.
Yep.
And that's where, again, I just love the fact
Wilson was like 4.9 or something. His longest was like 14. So yeah, he was getting some good yards and stuff. The 4 to 5 yards, which usually Mostert gets.
Yeah, hold on, give me 1 second. I'm sorry. But yeah, no, and that's what I was trying to say though. I think that and I've been this way with Dokes and again, another South Carolina. I'm a physical running back guy. And I love Mostert. I love A-Chain, and they're great players, especially A-Chain with the ability to cut and fucking go. But I feel like our struggles, which have been in the short yardage situation, is missing a guy like what is his name? Not Derek Brooks. Whatever Brooks. And Jeff Wilson Jr., the more physical guys, the guys that can bounce off of guys, fall forward, and get you yards.
Well, Mostert has done it all year, but they're just not feeding him. But I figured against the Jets that we probably wouldn't be able to run on 3rd and 1, 3rd and 2. But I think maybe we should have tried.
I agree, and that's where I think that part of that decision making, and you've said it before, bro, we were down to one starting offensive lineman. It's easier to fucking ask him to pass block than run block.
Right. But then they ended up run blocking it towards the end of the game and did a great job. That's what's funny.
How much of that, and I hate to say this, and this is on Mike McDaniel, so Mike McDaniel, McGenius, shut the fuck up and listen. You stuck with the running game all game long, right? And how many times have I made the argument, when you abandon the run game, dude, the Jets have a good D, but at the same time, and not a good D, but a great D, at some point, at some time, they're going to get fucking gassed. And bro, we had a 7-minute drive in the second quarter. We had a 8.5-minute drive in the third quarter. We nearly took the entire fucking third quarter. It's the fourth quarter when that defense is absolutely fucking gassed, when it starts paying dividends. And maybe, Mike McDaniel, you would see more of those dividends if you would stick to the run game throughout a game. But Green Rat, you'll disagree because you want to see him throw the ball all the time.
No, I disagree due to the point. I think it takes, I don't know. It's just my personal opinion. I think it takes more. You got your players out running all over the fucking field on fucking pass plays and stuff. People are rushing. A run is kind of quick, and if you get it stopped, it's over with.
And I agree with that.
I think you use more energy against pass plays than you do running plays on defense. My opinion.
That's true in the secondary and maybe at the second level in the linebackers. But when you have guys, and this is where I love the Dolphins scheme, is when you run that outside zone, you force not only the secondary and the linebackers to move that way, but you force the linemen to have to fight laterally instead of being able to get straight up field. And if you can get these guys to have to run back and forth, side to side, over and over and over, make tackles, have your guy fucking be physical, run them over, stiff arm them, that wears them out. These big dudes they're not used to running side to side and having to chase these fast fucks. That's what gives the Dolphins the advantage. Use the speed to get to the outside to force them to move laterally, tire themselves out, and it's not going to pay dividends until the fourth quarter. But we've seen that in every game this year where we've stuck with the running game. In the fourth quarter, we saw the dividends of being able to drive and kill clock and get wins. I'm sorry. If Mike McDaniel would stick thoroughly to
the other games where we didn't, we threw the ball and ran the score up. I'm just saying. I'd rather see the points.
See, I'm an old school guy. As much as I go for the 40 burgers and 50 burgers, I would love to see the points. But at the same time, if we win by 10 every game and we control the fucking game, we control the ball, we control the clock, so be it. I mean, I'm not one of those guys going, oh, that's boring. No,
it is fucking boring.
Well, it is, but as long as you fucking winning. I'd rather be bored.
I think they said it correctly on White Man Can't Jump. I'd rather lose and look good than win and look bad.
Well, I don't know if 10-point wins are looking bad, but I don't know. I think it's the mentality of the game. People, we want to see the offense. It's a pass-heavy league. We want to see the action. We don't want to see the boring old run game. Oh, we don't want to see two guys, sweaty arm wrestling with no clothes on. I get it.
They said it on the announcer said it good. Our pass game opens up the run game.
I think to a degree, but I also can make the argument the same way that when the run game is working, our play action and our deep throws are much more effective because you force the defense to have to play closer to the line of scrimmage.
I disagree. I think it all has to do with not having our starting lineup in there.
I mean, I agree. And not
our offensive line, that is.
Offensive linemen does make a huge difference. Even Teron Armstead said in training camp, there's a difference between cohesiveness and pass blocking because you can communicate a mic, and once you communicate the mic, you know where the middle of the defense is, and then you can try to communicate based on your scheme, based on your rules of engagement, how to pass block. He said, but in run blocking, it's much different because Mike McDaniel likes to pull, he likes to isolate, he likes to double team, and he likes to run to the outside. So you don't really know which one you're going to get. But at the same time, if these guys don't have a cohesiveness together, we saw it. The early middle of the third. We're on that really, really long drive, and everything's looking good, right? And then Austin Jackson gets fucking kicked out, and next thing we know, we're trying to run the ball to the right side, and there's nothing. No lane, no gap, nothing. How much of that is Eichenberg and even the guy that it was playing, because I don't even know who the fuck it was. You know, that's bad. These guys haven't played together. They haven't.
I don't know. I thought they moved the ball fairly well in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, the last 2 drives.
Okay, well, they probably only had 3 drives in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, and it was the last 2 were in fucking garbage time, where we had a lot of fucking backups in everywhere. So how do you try to make a logistical gauge when the Jets knew it was over and the Dolphins knew it was over? I have a hard time. Just like the whole Mostert thing. Like, look, great play by Mostert. Love to see the tutty. Hey, it made me win. Well, it made me the inside winner of the contest as far as predictions. But Spidey was still, non-host closest. And it's like, okay, that helped me in that. But in reality, we should have never scored in that situation. We should have, whether Tyreek catches the touchdown, Smythe fucking catches the first down, maybe it leads to another 3 points. Tua should have been sitting on the bench the entire fourth quarter. The game was well in hand. Well in hand. Why didn't we?
Well, in the fourth quarter, can you hear me?
Yep. We can hear you. Go ahead. Now we can't. Now you're quiet.
We had 4 plays, then the Sanders field goal.
All right, so you broke up for quite a while. So start from the beginning. And you're quiet again.
The Jets got the ball with like 14 minutes and 54 seconds in the fourth quarter. I got to go back to it. Hold on. We got the ball with about 7 minutes left.
Yep. And we took nearly that entire third. Actually, we took the entire third quarter because we opened up the fourth quarter with the ball still.
No, you didn't listen. I was talking only the fourth quarter. We started off with pretty much a couple plays in the field goal. Then they had it with like 12 minutes or 14 minutes. They ran it down to like 7-some minutes. Then we had it for a couple minutes.
Okay. And you're breaking up again. God damn it.
I'm not breaking up. I got to go look at it and then close it out. Then we had the ball for another couple minutes. So we hardly had the ball in the fourth quarter. So, I mean, we really couldn't tell if we were running the ball, but Mostert, big run came in that part of the game, too. And also the big 10-yard run, or approximately 10 yards to get the first down on the other one. So, then that backup, he ran for about a 10-yard gain up the left side. And then on the next play, he fumbled. That's only, so.
I just love the idea of, again, my whole point was, I don't really give a shit who it is. If Mike McDaniel sticks to the run game, you pay dividends in the fourth quarter when these guys are tired, especially with the scheme we have of running to the outside, making linebackers and defensive linemen move laterally, which they're not used to doing. It tires them out much more quickly.
I completely disagree. I want to be throwing the ball for 3 quarters, build up the lead, and then run the ball in the fourth. Not saying that during the first, and second, and third, if we got the ball, running the balls, here and there is fine too. But when we get inside the 10-yard line, I want to see. I'm almost okay with 3 runs because I think Mostert can get it.
And I agree. That's where I get frustrated is.
But the rest of it, I want passing.
Yeah, and I could agree with that. I could agree with, again, situationally running the ball. It's 3rd and 1, and we pass every other fucking play. Do an RPO or just run the ball physically and get a fucking yard or 2. And
yeah, I think he should. I think he should run the ball a couple more or a little bit more on your 3rd and 1s and stuff. But
yeah, and that's what frustrates me because it almost feels like, and we've had this conversation where McDaniel almost outsmarts himself. Like, oh, it's 3rd and 1. They're expecting us to run. So let me fake a run and then try a pass. No, just run the fucking ball and get the first down.
See, I disagree. I think everyone in the world thinks we're going to fucking throw the ball.
Well, then that's even more enticement to run the fucking ball.
That's what I would think, but he's double thinking it.
That's what I'm saying.
They know we're going to run the ball, so they think we're not going to run the ball, so we're going to throw the ball.
Yeah, and that's where, again, whether
I kind of said that wrong, but you know where I was going with it.
Yeah, because it's the same exact shit I said. It's just worded differently. It's like he outsmarts himself. It's like, oh, well, I'm gonna, that I'm gonna do this, so I'm gonna do this. But then you think, oh, because I think you know this, so I'm gonna do this.
That I know that you know.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
It's like, bro, you're starting to outsmart yourself, you stupid fuck. So, anyway, hey, I love you, Green Rat. I appreciate everybody coming out. MC, Hostway, fuck.
Canes was in the building.
What?
I said Canes was in the building for a bit.
Yeah, Canes, everybody. We love you guys coming out, showing love to us. We appreciate it. Final thoughts, Green Rat. We will be out here. I don't know. I don't even know if there's any Sunday or Monday night games worth watching. I think the Bills are going to lose this weekend again. We'll have to watch that game, but I don't know what time that game is. It's not.
I haven't even looked.
It's what?
I said I haven't even looked.
Yeah, if it's an afternoon game, I ain't wasting my fucking time. But if it's a prime time game, the boys will be on. We'll be up in here giving you the fucking laughs, giving you the fucking Dolphins takes, getting her done. Final thoughts, Green Rat.
Good teams win the games they're supposed to, so far this year we've been doing that, so we'll see.
I agree, man. Everybody wants to talk about, oh, well, you haven't beat nobody. Well, how many times have the Dolphins, we beat the great fucking teams and then always lose to the shitty ones? Now that the roles are reversed, now people want to bitch and complain. Go fucking suck a dick and go fuck yourself. We're going to the Super Bowl. Thank you guys. Those of y'all watching on Twitter, Twitch, and all that shit. Come on over to fucking YouTube. Waddle on that like button. Subscribe if you haven't. Hit the notification bell so you guys can see when we're on. And we will leave you with our favorite clip as always. We'll see you guys on the next one.
Jalen Waddell. Everybody knew they would yell from the box like Jalen Waddle, and we would say